Hey there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos, so press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. All right, folks, please no comments about how stupid my hair looks. I haven't had a haircut in a while, and neither have you, so shut up. You're the hostile way to start the video, I'm sorry. You guys ready to get deep? Huh? I don't think you are. I don't think you're prepared for how deep we're gonna go today, okay? Even James Cameron in his little tiny submarine would go, wow, dude, this is deep. And whenever I see like a photo or something that is meant to be taken seriously, and then it has like a deep message and stuff, my first reaction is to just make jokes about it, because I use comedy as a defense mechanism, so I don't have to confront my own issues and worries head on. But you know, I can appreciate when people try to make content that has like a deep message, you know? Like, perfect example would be the movie Parasite. That movie perfectly depicted poverty and problems with class struggle. It did it in a very beautiful, clever way, okay? But there's a lot of content, mostly on the internet, that is known as fake deep. Kind of speaks for itself. It's content that's trying to be deep, but it just falls way short. And just a little over a year ago, I made a video about fake deep content, and it's actually like one of my best videos I've ever made. Well, just in terms of views, I don't know. That's subjective, I guess. So according to my watch that I'm not wearing, it's sequel time. So this is Fake Deep 2, Going Deeper. Just realized how gross of a name that is, so let's not call it that. Let's just call it 2. You invade this pristine world, claiming it as your own simply by your presence. You slaughter innocent animals for their hides and their flesh. You devastate the landscape and gouge out the earth to build your monuments to vanity. And yet you call me the monster. Damn, that's pretty deep. Let's see who said this really meaningful quote.
Creeper. Oh man.
I really hope this is like a parody or just like someone trying to be funny, because if it's not, wow. Whoever made this, they probably fucking use their turn signals when they play GTA, dude. And you can't even do that in the game. That's not even a thing you can do. The controller grew a new button because they're like, fuck, this person is so lame, they need this. They're fucking pushing my buttons. It's just so funny to think like a Minecraft like activist, like whenever they play the game, they don't build anything. They just organize like huge protests. We will not stand for this injustice any longer. We must rename Minecraft to Ourscraft. Fuck nudes. Send me photographs of your aura. Oh fuck. Look, bae, I said I wanted photographs of your aura, okay? All those clothes you're wearing, making it hard for me to see which color you are radiating. So why don't you just take those off and send me another photo? Because I can't see your orifice. Okay, dude, this next photo, no joke, might be the funniest photo I've ever seen in my whole life. She was a poem, but he couldn't read. Poor Steve Harrington doesn't even know what this meme says. Even if he wanted to read this, he couldn't. She was a poem, but he was a fucking dumbass. When I see stuff like this, it's like, it's so good that it's like, there's no way that they're not joking, right? Because I just can't believe that at any point, from coming up with the idea to making it on Photoshop, and at no point they were just like, oh wait, hold on a second. This is the funniest photo I've ever seen in my entire life. At no point did they say that. This format is great though, it's very versatile. She was a soccer ball, but he was the goalie. She was a peanut, but he was allergic to peanuts. She gave him the divorce papers, but he couldn't read. Okay, so you guys understand what fake deep is now after we look at a few photos. I think you get the idea, but I think now it's time we address the elephant in the room. Something huge happened in the world of fake deep since my last video, and that is, of course, the movie Joker. I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was really well done, but with the release of that film came a lot of weird, fake deep, inspirational photos featuring the Joker. But while I was looking for these fake deep, inspirational Joker pics, I stumbled across a very weird side of YouTube that's dedicated to these Joker quotes that obviously aren't actual quotes from the Joker, because obviously the Joker never said, bro, texting to lots of girls will make you a stud, not a billionaire. I don't remember that in any Batman movie, but there's a whole community on YouTube that unironically makes video montages of fake inspirational Joker quotes set to trap music. I am not joking. This is a real thing that's going on. Let's watch this one. It's called 17 Breakup Motivation Jokers Quotes, Inspirational Quotes to Help You Through a Worldwide Pandemic right now. But this is the worst thing that's going on currently in 2020. Dude, I'm losing my mind picturing someone who just got dumped out of like a 10-year relationship or something, and the first thing he does is go to YouTube and types in Joker quotes help break up. Okay, good. Okay, there's a video for that. Okay, good, thank God. There's just a Joker quote video for any situation. 17 Joker quotes to help you come to terms with the untimely death of your hamster. And obviously the funniest thing about these Joker quote videos, it's the fact that the Joker has never said any of these things, and he never will. They're just putting pictures of the Joker behind weird, super generic, inspirational quotes that anybody could come up with. But after I watched way too many of these, it got me thinking, what would it be like if the Joker actually said these things? So to answer my question, I went on Fiverr, and I hired an aspiring voice actor to say some of these quotes as Heath Ledger's Joker. So here's that.
You gotta be a beast. That's the only way they'll respect you. If you knock me down, you better kill me. Because when I woke up, you're so fucking dead. Every problem comes with some sort of solution. If it doesn't have any solution, it's a girl. Me chasing you, bitch. Read it backwards. 80% of boys have girlfriends, whereas the 20% have brain.
No exaggeration, that is the best money I've ever spent. Okay, let's look at some more. She believed that this is freedom, but she did not know that she has lost her security things. A silent message for modern females. I like that they put silent message for modern females, because sometimes I'll look at a photo and I'll just be like, too loud, turn it down. But I've been saying this for a while, dude. Listen up, modern females. You're always crawling out of your skeleton and leaving your skeleton upside down and sad, all alone. And you're on the ground like a weird little pile of skin and organs.
Stop losing your security things.
Also, aren't turtles like... Turtles can't come out of their shell, right? That's like part of their body. So I don't know what animal that is that just stole a turtle's shell and is standing on top of it.
Hold up.
Okay, next one. When you turn 13, you learned a new emotion. Sadness. Yep. Nobody under the age of 13 has ever been sad. That is impossible. If you see a frowning, crying baby, you shove that baby and you go, hey, stop lying to me, okay? You ain't 13 yet. Bitch. When I was 7 years old and I found out that my great-grandfather died, I wasn't crying because I was sad that I lost a man that I looked up to and loved a lot. Nuh-uh. I was crying because I couldn't read. I'm kidding, obviously. You can be sad when you're a kid. If my great-grandfather is watching this video from heaven, I'm sorry. I love you. And when you died, it made me sad. Weird way to bring the video down. It's fine. Well, it's not. Okay, let's move on. Before Corona, watch TV. During Corona, watch TV. After Corona, watch TV. Bro, I should have put on fucking water wings before I looked at this photo, because
I think I'm in the deep end, dude.
this, if you don't get it, you need like, you gotta be really smart to get this photo. I know, so some of you might not. I get it because I'm smart, but so here's what it is. We're all just fucking sheeple with our eyes glued to the boob tube, okay? Stop watching TV, all right? Read book. TV bad, book good. We've been over this. Even though this is the one time that it's actually more than okay to stay at home and watch TV all day.
You're still a dumbass.
I know this is about coronavirus, but it'd be very funny if this was actually about the beer. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. Whoa! Okay, now we're getting into the deep tweet section, and these are always good. I heard someone say, marry a man who runs to God when you have problems, not to other women. I felt it. Okay, so they're saying it's bad whenever someone is in a relationship and whenever there's a problem, they run to a different woman. And that's true, that's bad. You shouldn't do that. But what you should do instead is run to God and sleep with him, I guess?
Come, my child.
That's the answer, okay? Whenever you got a problem, you go to a church, it is any church, and you get down on your knees, all right? And you wet your whistle, and you suck. Come to God's will. by sucking his dick. Dude, don't be deep on Twitter, you know? That's like putting a comic strip in the obituaries part of the newspaper. Hey, like, hey man, you're in the wrong section, bro. I guess that's like the beauty of Twitter though, right? You could see like a really like deep, meaningful tweet and you go like, wow, that was, I felt that, wow. And then like you scroll down for like 1 second and it's a tweet from like Lizard Fuck 420 that says, I really haven't wiped my booty hole in weeks. That's the beauty of Twitter, dude. All right, here's another deep tweet that really pissed me off. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself too. Read that again. Okay. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself too. Read that again. Okay. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself too. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself. The right person will make you fall in love with yourself. Hey, it's me, Kurt. Those tweets really bug me. I've seen so many tweets that end with, read that again. Hey. Fuck you. Hey, straight up, fuck you, man.
No.
I read the tweet. That's it. Hey, read that again. What? Read that again. Read what? This tweet I just read? Read that again. Read what again? Read that again. I don't get it. I don't know what you're saying. No, don't cry. I'm talking about my book. That again. Oh. I can't read though. Yeah, me neither. Okay, I feel like if we're gonna talk about fake deep content, we gotta talk about the king, Noah Centineo. There was, of course, that really deep, profound speech that he had at the People's Choice Awards.
And before I go, I just want to say, it matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others.
In his defense, I think award show speeches are inherently awkward, but you really only have to say, hey, thanks, see ya. I don't really know what he was trying to say here, right? It matters not what you've done, but what you do with what you've done for others. So let's dissect this, okay? Let's figure it out what he means with an example. It matters not what you've done, okay? So say you just gave 20 bucks to a homeless guy. That doesn't fucking matter, dude. That doesn't mean shit. Okay, it matters what you do with that homeless man for others. This is what Noah Centineo is saying. Do not give money to a homeless man unless you are prepared to open a small antique shop with that homeless man and provide antiques to the local neighborhood. That is the translation of Noah Centineo's speech. And I'd have to disagree. Noah is really the epitome of fake deep. Like, I don't really know what goes on in his head, but let's read one of his recent Instagram captions. The immaculate attention you give to surfaces under those rocks that most of us just skip across the lakes of our viewers' minds without a thought other than how many can I get? That's why I would love you, whoever you are, whenever you are. Bro, I swear he has just a hat full of different words that he could possibly use for a caption, and he eats the little pieces of paper one by one. He waits a while, shits them out, looks in the toilet bowl, and whatever words are in the poop, he's like, yep, that's my caption. Because that is no joke, literally the shittiest caption I've ever read. And I'm not alone here. The comments on this are ruthless. What? I think he's trying to communicate. Maybe if we put him in rice. Hey man, they hated Jesus, so who am I to say?
You're gonna show me how you squirt or what?
Yes, I am Squirtis. All right, we'll finish this off with a couple videos that I found on TikTok. I don't even know what to say to introduce them, so let's just watch them. Help! Help! Why no one can hear me? I could feel something down there. Wow. Okay, so the moral of this, the takeaway, no one cares about you unless you turn into a shiny little rock. Then people will pay attention to you because they feel something down. How did he feel that? This account just does these videos, that's it, and they're all bonkers to say the least. Help! Help! Come up! I find a way to save you. I can feed the crocodile with the elephant's nose. Ah! I'm really sorry that I'm subjecting you guys to this because now you're only going to be thinking about these for the rest of time. But I guess the lesson here is never chop an elephant's nose off because an elephant never forgets. And also you'll fall into a pit and die. Thank you. Wait, antlers. Give me your antlers. Whoa! Wait, skateboard. Give me your skateboard! Like, where on earth does this take place, right? Where an animal is just like, don't worry, I'm a bridge first and a gazelle second. Here you go. That's why bridges, like, collapse sometimes, right? Because they ain't gazelles, bro. That's what we need. The famous Golden Gate Gazelle. The Gazelle to Terabithia. I guess these are actually like literally really deep because every single video features someone falling down into a deep bottomless pit. So they took it pretty literally, and I respect that. Okay, I think that's all we'll look at today. I think I learned too much. I'm too smart now, so I gotta go lay down. While I do that, let's hear a word from today's sponsor, Raycon. Do you like listening to music, podcasts, audiobooks for hours and hours? Of course you do. There's nothing else to do nowadays. And if you're listening to stuff for a long time, you want to make sure whatever's in your ear is comfortable. And that's where Raycon comes in. Raycon is a longtime friend of the channel, but if you've never heard of them, listen up. And if you have heard of them, still listen up, please. Raycon's everyday E25 earbuds are their best model yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a more compact design that gives you a nice, noise-isolating fit. It also comes in new, fun colors, and unlike some of your other wireless options, Raycon earbuds are both stylish and discreet, with no dangling wires or stems. Other wireless earbuds I've tried were always running out of battery super quick, and I was always worrying if I had to charge them or something. It was annoying. But Raycon's compact carrying case can charge the earbuds 4 times on a single charge. And just because they're high quality doesn't mean you gotta break the bank too. Raycon earbuds start at about half the price of any other premium wireless earbuds on the market, and they sound just as amazing as other top audio brands you know. And don't just take my word for it, celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Cardi B are obsessed with Raycons. Can you blame them? No. Raycons are great for working from home, working out, and listening to music and podcasts for hours without driving your housemates crazy. And this sounds pretty snazzy, right? Well, it gets even snazzier, believe it or not. Raycon has hooked up the great citizens of Kurtistown with a great deal. All you gotta do is click the link in my description for 15% off your order. But yeah, again, 50% off your order. Check out the description. Thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring this video. I hope you check them out. And that's it. See ya. Nice. All right, that's gonna do it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. That was fun, man. I forgot how funny those fucking photos were. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please press that like button because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 gazelle bridge that I will build with my bare hands. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of the video. If you want me to do a part 3 in another year, I guess. And yeah, press the subscribe button because once you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. Yeah, check the description for the other stuff I do. You can check my Instagram, my Twitter. I got a weekly podcast. I got merch down there, my Twitch. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoy the video. I have to go though. I gotta go open up my small antique shop. So, see ya. Hey guys, I got some shows coming up. All new material. I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona, Louisville, Kentucky, and Appleton, Wisconsin. It's going to be so much fun, and tickets are available right now, so click the link in the description. Alright, thanks. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. All right, folks. I know I have a mustache now. Oh, yeah. Just deal with it, okay? It's been equally hard for me. Every day I wake up, you know, I'll have a missed call from like GQ, Men's Health, Sports Illustrated, the swimsuit edition. They'll be like, hey, we gotta get you on the front page, buddy. We gotta put you up front with that awesome, sexy mustache. And I'm like, hold on, you want me in a swimsuit? And they're like, no. We just want this part in a 2-piece bikini. So, okay, let's talk about what this video is actually about. Ever since this quarantine started, my admiration and respect for, you know, service workers, people in the service industry, like, you know, grocery stores, fast food places, my respect for them has gone up by like 1 million. I mean, I don't know what the number of respect I was at before, but I know that it went up by exactly 1 million. So yeah, if you are watching this and you do work at a grocery store, fast food place like that, thank you. We respect you, we love you, and we'd literally die without you, so thank you. And I hope this increased admiration is the case for everybody, because before the quarantine, people did not respect service workers, like at all. Like flipping burgers or like stocking shelves was always used as like an insult towards someone, which never really made sense to me. I never really understood that, you know? Someone will just be like, okay, whatever, one day I'll be working on Wall Street and you're gonna be flipping burgers at McDonald's. See ya. Where are you going? McDonald's. Like criticizing someone's job and then depending on that job to get through your day. Very weird to me, doesn't make any sense. That's like if you were to chop down a tree and then continue to breathe oxygen. Oh wait, we already fucking do that. Like and comment to stop global warming. But like this hatred and superiority towards people in the service industry has always been a thing, and I've experienced it firsthand. I used to flip burgers and stock shelves, not at the same time. Like they were two separate jobs. That'd be really impressive though.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Where are the kidney beans?
Oh, that's aisle 7. But no, I used to work at McDonald's. I also worked at a Canadian grocery store chain, and I also worked at a bar in Toronto. And at every single one of those jobs, customers treated me like dog shit. Not even dog shit. Dog shit at least gets picked up in a nice, cozy little warm bag. I was treated like the piano from Big. Just people stomping all over me and just people watching, not really doing anything about it. Quick story, one time when I was working at the bar, this one guy got insanely drunk at like 8 p.m. like the most blackout I've ever seen a man. So yeah, I was standing there, you know, just working. This drunk guy, he came up to me and shoved me a bit and he said, "I bet I could kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass." So my manager kicked this guy out. On his way out, when he was on the other side of a busy Toronto street, he threw a golf ball at me. I don't even know why he had just one golf ball in his cargo shorts. I don't even think the courses were open at this time of year. I feel like that one golf ball was just part of his going out belongings. Hurry up, man, we gotta get going. Babes are waiting. Hold on. Got my phone, wallet, keys. Yeah, I think I'm ready to go. Oh, hold on. Sorry, forgot my golf ball. I'm gonna throw this at Kurtis later. Who's Kurtis? I don't know yet. Okay. Oh yeah, do you know what time the bar's closed tonight? Oh yeah, 4. Ow! I've just never understood being mean to people in the service industry, right? Like especially people who are handling your food? Are you crazy? And I've seen it so many times. Another story. When I was working at Starbucks, there was this girl, middle-aged woman who would come in every day. We'll call her Karen. I don't know if that was her name, but she wasn't Karen about how we felt about anything. She came in every day and ordered a grande, half sweet, lactose free, no foam, 180 degree chai latte every single day, okay? And I remember that order because she was so particular, down to the fucking degree that the drink was. And yeah, one day she came in, my coworker was making her drink, she messed up, there was a bit of foam on top, and this lady yelled at her and made her cry over a beverage. She was like, yeah, make sure you catch the tears and put them in my drink. I like my chai extra salty. She didn't say that, but I feel like she wanted to. But isn't that insane? I understand wanting a drink a certain way. You pay for it, right? You should get what you want. But it's just so easy to not be a motherfucker about it. Just chill, man. It's all good. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I've worked these jobs before, so I know what it's like. But like, if I ordered a latte and I saw a barista like sneeze and they put a fat loogie, like it fell into my latte, I'd apologize to them. Clearly something I'm doing is making them sneeze. I'm sorry, I'll leave. A server could punch me in the balls over and over again, like one of those, the little punching bags that boxers use and they go like that. If that was my ball sack and they punch me a bunch, all good, I'm still tipping 20%, bro. You're probably just having a bad day. So today we're gonna look at some videos of people who are, you know, either rude or disrespectful or like pranking some of these people in the service industry, like people who work at fast food places and like grocery stores and stuff. And we're gonna make fun of them because it's annoying and they deserve it. So most of these videos are like drive-through pranks, and don't get me wrong, I love a good prank. And I'm sure people have been doing silly things in drive-thrus forever, but I feel like coning was the thing that kind of, you know, propelled it into the mainstream, right? You guys remember that shit? People would go through a drive-thru and then they'd be like, hey, can I have one ice cream cone? And then when they got to the window, they'd pick it up from the ice cream side and you go, it's funny, it's not where you're supposed to grab it from. But now fast forward like 10 years, drive-thru pranks are all over YouTube and they're not all bad. I wanna show you like, this is the gold standard of drive-thru pranks. Like this is the only good one. It's this one where the guy dresses up as a car seat and he drives through the drive-thru to make it seem like there's nobody driving the car. That's great. It's creative, it's funny, the employees like it, great, good job. Chef's kiss. I'm gonna make out with a chef because of that. Get those lips ready, Gordon Ramsay. Papa's coming. But let's get a little worse. These videos aren't necessarily bad at all, but they're not good either. So there's this trend on YouTube where people will go through a drive-thru and they'll sing their order. Like there's this video called Singing My Starbucks Order for a Week, which is kind of weird wording. I'm just picturing them like sitting in a drive-thru for a week straight. For 7 days straight. No sleeping, no pooping or shitting. Because those are different things. What the fuck? There's a lot of these videos, but there's like one creator who makes a lot of these videos, so I thought we'd watch some of those.
Can I get a pink drink, no berries and light ice, please? I need a venti coffee with some espresso. Can I get a black tea, just one pump of classic, please? Oh, and a grande green tea, frappuccino. Wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, girl, have a good one. Thanks, you too. Bye.
That was so good.
Dude, I love the barista's reaction so much to that, because you know as soon as they drove away, that barista did the fattest eye roll of all time.
Can I get an iced coffee with cream, please? And a venti pink drink with no berries. Oh, I need a blonde double shot. Yeah, that's all I want. Oh, wait, I need a green tea. And I need a tall dragon drink.
That's perfect.
Okay, so what I don't get is that they have their order already. Like, the baby in the back has a cake pop. They have like drinks and stuff. They're not singing their order. They're singing an order. That's weirder than singing your actual order. Is to just order your order, and then when you get your order, you're like, hey, can I sing you a different order for my TikTok?
Thank you.
Am I just an asshole? Like, is that it? Like, I just don't know the intended reaction, you know? Like, what does she want me to do? Like, when I write and film and edit my videos, I want people to laugh or go like, ew. You know, that's all I want. I don't know what they expect us to do when we watch this video.
Can I get a number one?
Yes!
With lemonade and some Chick-fil-A sauce and a spicy
wow.
Southwest salad and one drink
epic song. Epic vocal cords. Hoorah! Okay, let's watch another one.
And could you please hold the sweetener, almond milk instead of cream? I just need a dragon drink with light ice and no berries. One nitro cold brew. All I want at Starbucks is you. Hope you get famous.
Man, this is a Starbucks drive-thru.
So very funny while this great song is happening, that dog is just like, yeah! People seem to like it, dude. I'm just gonna start singing to every worker that I see. Next time the garbage man comes around, I'll be on my front lawn in a full gown, serenading him. Yoo-hoo, garbage man. Garbage man, please take my trash with you, please. I'm sorry that it is so very stinky, but please take away my banana peels and discarded meals. Yeah, you're made of garbage, 'cause you are the garbage man. The last part was kind of mean, but alright. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know these videos are harmless, and I know there's a lot worse things you can be doing, but it just makes me so uncomfortable because, like, I'm just picturing myself in the barista's position, and that's my nightmare. We're all different. Maybe someone would really like this, but if this was me, if I was still working at Starbucks and someone just sang to me, oh my god, I'd move. I'd move. I'd move cities. I don't care what I have going on or what responsibilities I have where I live. I'm gone. Okay, I'm getting a little stick with a bag on the end, putting it over my shoulder, and I'm walking. That performance was so moving, so I'm moving. Like, just order your drinks and go. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Like, imagine what it'd be like being the person behind this girl in the drive-thru.
I just took a
Wow.
really early
This is
flight.
great.
Turns out I'ma need some ice.
The hell's going on up there?
Classic and a dash of heavy cream. Can you please make that a
Is she
grande for
singing?
me? Bling, bling.
She's singing her
Without it,
order
there's
right
no
now.
goddess in me.
Can you keep it going? I gotta get to
just
work.
took a really early flight. Turns out I'ma
I have to
need
get to
some
work.
ice,
I'm very
but
late
no
already. I need my
classic and a dash
coffee.
of heavy
Can you
cream.
stop
Can
singing, please?
Make that a grande for me. Bling, bling.
Oh, looks like the guy behind you really likes it. You know what that means. Sing the order for a week straight. Take it away.
Get a
Oh,
bubble white tea lemonade with
looks like
light
I'm gonna be
ice
late to
and a
work.
tall ice.
where the hell's Kurtis? This fire isn't gonna fight itself. This is terrible. This is the worst fire I've ever seen. This is the horror. The horror. In the grand scheme of things, she's got a great voice and more confidence than I'll ever have in my entire life. So good for her. Great, keep doing it. Or don't. Okay, so now we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about someone who really just rubs me the wrong way. I mean, if you're gonna rub me the right way. This guy is on TikTok. His name is Fkjoshi. I know Leon Lush made a great video about this guy recently, so, you know, go watch that if you want the full scoop. This Joshi guy had a video that went pretty viral where he dumped a bucket of milk and cereal on a busy subway and then didn't clean it up. So obviously, huge scumbag, making a mess for a TikTok that wasn't even funny and then forcing essential workers to clean it up during a pandemic. Say it with me, fuck you! So we already know this guy has shit for brains, but what's even worse is that after like this whole thing, there was so much press about it, he hasn't changed his content at all. He made one like half-assed apology and just was like, okay, back to ignorant pranks now. And what's even worse is like he's proud of this shit, man. He like plays into it. He's like, yeah, I'm the worst. Everyone hates me. All my videos are bad.
First of all, I'm not funny.
Dude, just because you acknowledge that your videos are bad doesn't make them less bad. You're just admitting that you know what you're doing is wrong and you continue to do it, which is like the definition of evil, I think. This guy's evil. He's an evil guy. He had one video where he put down a bunch of like paper towels to step on in a grocery store because he didn't want to get his shoes dirty. He had a video where he tried to microwave a frozen pizza in a Target using their supplies. And he also apparently had a Subway shut down because he brought a live chicken into it and told them to cook it and put it on a sandwich. And he was like proud of that too. Fucking super cool flex, bro. Yeah, I got a bunch of people fucking fired, bro. Their families are gonna go hungry now, but not as hungry as I am for likes and attention. And I know I'm giving this dude exactly what he wants right now because all he wants is attention, obviously. So whatever you do, please don't go to his profile, don't watch his videos, don't give him views, and definitely don't watch the video of him when he was doing stand-up on Kill Tony and he bombed like really, really hard. Nobody laughed at him.
Thanks, guys.
That video link may not be in the video description. Please don't watch that video.
That was Josh Popkin. If you're wondering who the laughter was, that was Josh Popkin as well.
I was just so angered by these videos because like here are people working minimum wage jobs to make sure that you have fucking food to eat. And he comes in, he's like, hey, do you mind if I boil these hot dogs in a bucket of my own piss? And then I film it?
Is that cool?
I mean, thank God all the like comments on his videos are like negative and nobody wants him to keep doing what he's doing. So that's good. We're gonna look at one more video to wrap up this whole thing. And it's pretty wild. It's from Familia Diamond and it's called Prisoner Drive-Thru Prank. So let's watch the intro to that video.
Lady, the money. Tell me, where's the money?
Think twice if you're okay.
Wait, they might be calling the cops if they're taking a long time. I think they're calling the cops.
Oh no. Holy shit. Quite the change in moods there, huh?
I think they're calling the cops.
That's the weird thing about these family vlog channels. Like, no matter what the video is about, no matter how serious it is, no matter what it is, they have the exact same, like, upbeat intro for every single thing. Okay. Alright. Hey, Giggins gang. It's Papa Giggins here. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to update you guys. I wanted to update the Giggins gang on what's going on. As you all know, my wife and our 21 kids were all in a horrific hot air balloon accident. And this has been a tough couple of months, but I have an update for the Giggins gang. This morning, the hospital where my 22 family members are recovering caught fire. And they were unable to extinguish the fire because one of the firefighters was stuck in a Starbucks drive-thru. They told me he was stuck behind some awesome singer, so I get it. But don't worry, Giggins gang, we are the most epic family on YouTube and we will get through this together. My family is fine, they're safe. I actually don't know, they're actually missing right now due to the fact that they were kidnapped right before the hospital fire. So yeah, if you do have any information on my missing family members, I would love that. Please comment below, please send me a message. I miss my family a lot. Okay, I need them. And I love them. And I just want them back. Okay, let's get into the video. Family fun time. Look at us, we're a family. Family, fam, all the time. Here we go, we're a family. Come along, we're a family. We're never gonna go missing. We are a big family, and we're staying together all the time. We're not afraid of hot air balloons, cause we are a big family. Family time. Okay, let's get into the video. So the video starts with the couple explaining the premise of the prank, and then they tell us to like the video because...
Give this video a big thumbs up before we get started because the cops can come. That's scary. Oh my god.
Makes sense. So they go to the first location, and they totally prank this dude so hard.
Oh, hey, man. How you been? She's not supposed to talk.
Why keep that in the video, dude?
Yeah.
That's so awkward. I feel bad for these kids, man. What if, like, on, like, bring your kid to work day, what do these parents do? Strap him to a fucking computer? Like, edit this family vlog, you stupid baby.
The man is talking to you.
I think she's tired. Bruh.
Dude, that's that quiet bruh sound effect in the background.
Bruh.
I'd like to think that wasn't edited in. That was just, like, someone, like, in the back seat doing all the sound effects for them.
If you want water, say no.
Okay, so they go to a bunch of locations and try to prank these employees, but obviously never works because why the fuck would that work? And it's just so annoying because, like, just leave them alone, man. You're just, like, ruining someone's day who's already probably having a terrible time because they're working 12-hour minimum wage job for your dumbass to go through the fucking drive-thru and be like, I'm not in jail anymore, give me sandwich. And they can't be mean, they have to just smile and play along with it because if they don't, they'll probably get in trouble, dude. It's not... like, imagine if you did this prank to any other worker, right? Like, if you did this prank to a cop, they'd shoot you dead, dude. Well, I mean, you do anything to a cop and they'll shoot you for no reason. So never mind. Bad example. I don't know, man. I think we should just leave the service employees alone. Just fucking get what you came for, then leave, right? That's the point of the video, I think. Especially right now, dude, like, I feel we should be extra patient and kind to essential workers because if they're essential, like, they're putting themselves in danger so you can have your
Spicy Southwest salad.
So just be nice to essential workers. And please, for the love of God, do not throw any golf balls at employees. I think that's really the main point of the video. Ow! Okay, well, I think it's safe to say that I will never go through a drive-thru ever again in my entire life. But it's all good because I don't have to. Thanks to this video sponsor, HelloFresh. HelloFresh makes cooking at home fun, easy, and affordable. No grocery stores, no meal planning, just everything you need to prepare delicious meals all delivered right to your door. We've been using HelloFresh for like a while now, and it makes me really happy when I see you guys like sending me photos of you know, trying out HelloFresh when you use like my code or anything. It's really cool because this is a company like I genuinely love, and we eat their food like every single week. So it's cool that I get to work with, you know, such a great company. Are you still not convinced even though it's been like 10 seconds? Well, listen up. It can be easy to get stuck making the same couple of meals over and over again, week after week. I get it. But with HelloFresh, there are tons of recipes to choose from each week to help you get out of that recipe rut. And no matter what your diet is, there's a plan for everybody, including low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes every week. Another great thing about HelloFresh is how flexible they are. If you want to skip your weekly order for whatever reason, change your delivery days or food preference, add extra meals, it's as easy as going tap, tap, tap on the HelloFresh app. I think now, more than ever, it's important to be environmentally conscious. So it's nice knowing that HelloFresh's packaging used to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content. Their pre-portioned ingredients means less food waste, and HelloFresh's carbon footprint is 25% lower than that of meals made from store-bought groceries. With what's going on right now with the current pandemic, I think it's really important for companies to give back. So I'm happy to say that HelloFresh has donated over 2.5 million meals to charity in 2019, and this year is stepping up their food donations amid the coronavirus crisis. And to make things even better, HelloFresh has cooked up a sweet deal for the citizens of Kurtistown. All you have to do is use code 60Kurtistown to get $60 off your first 3 weeks, including free shipping on your first box with purchase. So go to HelloFresh.com to redeem and for more details. Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. I cannot stress enough how much we genuinely love HelloFresh, so I hope you guys check them out. But yeah, that's it. Check the description for all the details, and yeah, thanks again, HelloFresh. Bye-bye. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press the like button because the cops might show up. I'm scared. You should like it. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you have any horror stories, if you worked in the, fast food service industry, grocery store, anything like that, let me know. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button because I make a video every single week and they're so much fun. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the entire world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. If you want to see the other things I do, you can check the description, my Instagram, Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. If you enjoy my videos, you'll enjoy the podcast. It's not in chronological order or anything. You can just kind of, listen wherever. It's me just shooting the shit. It's a good time. Merch down there, Twitch, all that stuff. That's it for the video. I would say more, but I have to go. I have to go lick a bunch of whipped cream out of a little cup. So, bye. Bruh. Done. Okay, folks. My brain is rotting. I think I can physically feel it happening up there. I don't know what it is, but over the past couple of years, my daily screen time has been steadily increasing a point of no return. I will catch myself scrolling for so long, and in my head, I'll be like, why don't you put that fucking phone down? But I physically can't, dude. It's glued to my hand sometimes. I feel like Gollum sometimes, dude. Straight up, if a little hobbit grabbed my phone and threw it into the fires of Mount Doom, I'd be diving right in after it, man. And that movie would be called Lord of the Rings, The Two 5G Towers. That's the best I got. TikTok especially has completely engulfed our attention spans for the past couple of years, and not just consuming content, but creating it as well. And I feel like compared to a platform like YouTube, historically the barrier of entry to create videos was a lot more daunting. You needed a camera, a microphone, video and photo editing software, friends that wouldn't make fun of you, and those are tough to come by. But with TikTok, you just needed your phone to film and edit videos. So anybody on earth with a phone can just start creating content. And don't get me wrong, that's great. It opens up a world of creativity, and that coupled with the TikTok algorithm, it gives anybody the opportunity to gain success with their creativity. On the flip side of anybody being able to make a video, anybody can make a video. And some people suck. Pretty sizable percentage of content creators will do pretty much anything for likes and attention, as we've seen over the years. But the one thing I've noticed that people will do, on TikTok especially, they'll just film strangers for their own videos without the stranger's consent. And of course, this has been happening for as long as video cameras have existed. Dude, even with the very first video ever uploaded to YouTube, me at the zoo, dude, it features two weird looking people in the background being filmed without their consent. And they'll never forget that. But I've noticed this trend of filming people without their consent has grown in frequency and severity over the past few years. And I figured it'd be interesting to look at some of these instances and dissect them, talk about them, figure out why it's happening. Stop filming me! The first video that really got me thinking about this whole concept was this video of a guy dancing in Times Square. At the beginning of the video, he's trying to get some high fives from people. The first girl doesn't give him a high five, so he goes to another girl, and she immediately shakes her head and hides in her friend group, visibly upset. So her friend gives him a high five just to get him out of there. He starts dancing, and that second girl can be seen crying later on in the video. And of course, in response, you had comments like this. Why is she crying? It's only a high five, skull emoji, crying emoji. I mean, I would be like, okay, that's strange, but high five him and get on with my day. And yeah, sure, most people would give this person a high five and go on with their day. But to this person who left that comment, you're not every person. Everybody's different, I swear, dude, the comments I see on TikTok, people are so fucking stupid. I swear, dude, a fucking food blogger could post a video being like, this is why peanut butter is good for you. And then someone will leave a comment that says, well, I have a nut allergy. Okay, scroll past it then. That video's clearly not for you. Then again, I don't think this world is for you if a single nut can kill you. Sorry, I'm just kidding. No offense to people who are allergic to nuts.
You just got nutted on.
Imagine this is where we find out I developed a nut allergy. But back to the dancing video. It's just so weird being like, yo, why the fuck is she crying, bro? When that wouldn't have happened if he wasn't filming and also touching strangers without their consent in the first place. We don't know what people are going through or how they're gonna react to whatever fucking video you're recording.
Hello, Editing Curtis here. So I found out after the fact that the person who was touched by the stranger actually uses they them pronouns, but when I was filming I didn't know that. So I said I used she, her. So I apologize for that. Just wanted to come and clarify. But okay, back to the video.
And shortly after this video went viral and, after everybody was making fun of this random girl, her sister apparently made a TikTok explaining why she was crying. She said that her sister has autism, she's hard of hearing, and also has contamination OCD.
What feels like nothing to us can feel like their skin is burning and they need to clean it as soon as possible. This is not a response that they can control.
So knowing that, it's pretty understandable why she felt overwhelmed and uncomfortable in that moment, right? And obviously there's no way the dancer could have known that, but still, she wouldn't have cried if you didn't touch her. So how about we just stop touching strangers? Unless you're like a massage therapist or something, then I guess you kind of have to. But no, that's different because they're consenting, so that's totally fine. It would be crazy if someone went in for a massage and they were like, yo, what the fuck? Are you touching? And the thing I dislike the most about that whole situation was just the amount of comments calling out the person who was crying and not the person who made her cry.
You're upset about the wrong thing.
In videos like this dancing video, it kind of ruins it for everybody because if you do end up being in one of these stranger TikToks, it kind of forces you to be happy-go-lucky and be down for whatever they're doing because you don't want to seem like a dick on camera if you're not down. And then you end up going viral and then you just get reduced to your reaction. But the thing is, you're not being a dick if you're annoyed by someone poking you and shit. That's fucking annoying. On the other hand, I don't necessarily think it's people's fault for reacting that way. I think people going their whole lives with access to a high quality camera that fits in their pocket is something we were never meant to experience. We should not have these. I'm gonna keep it, but we shouldn't have them. So it's unfortunately become common knowledge that you could be filmed at any time, at any place, for any reason. And it's normal to just expect that. Which sucks, dude. It's rotting our fucking brains, dude. And I have proof, okay? Look at this interaction on Twitter. Can someone explain this style to me? I feel like a boomer. Yeah, it's shit. And you just know they're so mean. Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, totally. Yeah, they're so mean. You just know they're so mean. You just posted a picture of strangers on the internet making fun of their outfits. You're mean. You're an asshole. Dude, that's so fucking crazy. That's like if I posted a picture of me, hypothetically, sharing a passionate, closed eyes kiss with another man. And then I was like, yo, what the fuck, bruh? That guy was gay as hell for kissing me like that. Plug. Also, Hasanabi? Nah, Hassan on me. Plug. Fellas, is it gay to kiss Hassan Piker? You get what I'm saying though, right? This is ridiculous. This person sees nothing wrong with what they just said. And again, it's not their fault. I don't think they see strangers as actual real people. To them, they're just NPCs in the video game that is their life. And if this person's life was a video game, it would be Bully. But believe it or not, depending on where you are in the world, taking photos of strangers can actually have some pretty gnarly consequences. Because recently, this person took a picture of a couple riding the train in Tokyo and said, on the train in Tokyo, you just know they're going to go home and watch The Big Bang Theory together. That's such a weird thing to post, dude. Mostly because it's not even that good of a roast. You just know these people are gonna go home and watch one of the most successful popular sitcoms of all time. Okay. Good one. And the aftermath of that tweet was pretty crazy. So this was posted on August 10th, and just a short 12 days later, she posted this follow-up tweet. Deportation from Japan is a traumatizing experience. I am in California right now dealing with the after effects / trying to process everything that has gone on. The anti-smoking laws as well as laws about public photography are extremely restrictive and prohibit personal freedom. Now look, I don't say this too often, but I think this particular situation calls for it. Bazinga! 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 So hard. Textbook Bazinga! She big on my theory, so I bang. The balls to call it a traumatizing experience. You know what else is traumatizing? Getting posted on Twitter to be made fun of in front of thousands of people, you jackass. And also, I looked up the anti-smoking laws in Japan. They're the most normal anti-smoking laws ever. You just can't smoke in schools or hospitals, which is very fair. She wanted to smoke, but she didn't want to smoke. And dude, the next part about public photography, that's fucking crazy to call it that. Because it's not like she was taking some like moody, artistic photo with a fucking DSLR or something. She took a sneaky ass picture of two non-consenting adults on the train to make fun of them online. Also, one further, she says that it inhibits personal freedoms. What are you talking about? It didn't prohibit any freedoms, okay? You can still do it, you just have to live with the consequences, which can also be said for the production of The Big Bang Theory. Bazinga! And look, I'm no saint. I'm making fun of strangers in my head all day long, and you're lying if you say you aren't doing that as well. Or if I'm with my friends, we'll talk shit on people like all day long. It's the fucking best. I love that shit. But I would never publicly make fun of somebody unless they deserved it. Sorry, I forgot for a second that my job for the past 4 years has been solely making fun of people. But I wasn't filming them without their consent. It's not like in my video about Brent Rivera, I was like hiding in his walls, fucking recording him without his consent, you know? I don't live in your walls, Brent Rivera. You live outside of mine. It's just so fucked up to me to see someone exist and then to have the balls to like pull out your phone and start recording them, dude. That's crazy. Like this video, for example. Guys, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, are you? Oh my god, are you gonna cry? You are? Oh my god, wow. You're such a nice person for having empathy for this old man eating alone. Wow. Oh, and what a kind way to show your empathy. Recording him without his knowledge and posting it so we can all feel pity for him. You're a saint. You're doing the Lord's work. Dude, if you feel bad for this old man eating alone, go sit with him. Even though I doubt he would want you to sit with him, because if you're the type of person to film someone eating alone and then post it to your fucking TikTok, you're probably a nightmare to hang out with. Like, fucking God forbid someone is eating alone at a restaurant, dude. Like, do you know how fun that is to do? It's fucking awesome, man. We gotta switch the narrative, dude. Eating alone or going to the movies alone doesn't make you a loser. The movies were made for a singular experience, right? A movie theater seat only sits one person. Same as restaurants, dude. Sure, the menu might say that the nachos serves 2 to 4 people, but that's not a rule. That's a challenge. What the hell? But obviously the reason they're so upset about this person eating alone is because he's elderly. And if you're old, no matter what you do by yourself, people will be sad about it. Even if an old man was just driving down the street alone, people will stop and stare and point, even though that's probably just to make sure he doesn't fall asleep at the wheel. I think the reason people feel this way is when you see an old person eating alone, it sucks to say out loud, but you assume they're alone because their partner like passed away or something, right? But again, just like the Times Square video, we don't know what people are going through. We don't know their story. We don't know the details of their lives, so why make assumptions? When you make assumptions, you make an ass out of you and you know what I mean? Why film this video? Who knows what this old man's story really is? Oh my god, that's so sad. He's all alone over there. He looks so sweet too. I'm gonna go eat with him. Hey, you mind if I join you? Oh, no, I don't mind. I hope you don't think this is weird. I saw you eating alone, and I don't know, you kind of reminded me of my grandpa, so I just figured. No, I get it. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Truth be told, I have been pretty lonely lately. It's been difficult. I'm so sorry. When my grandma passed, my grandpa had a really rough go, but you know, as time went on, it got a little easier for him. Wait, how did you know my wife died? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I just assumed that, you know, you were alone. It's that obvious, huh? She was the best. You know, we were soulmates. But at least I can take solace in the fact that no one will ever find her body. Yeah. Wait, what? You're not gonna find her body, okay? She's gone. What are you saying? Don't be so coy. Don't act like she didn't deserve it, Peter. That's not my name. She made my life a living hell after I slept with her sister. Oh my god. And scammed a cancer research facility. Oh my god. And burned down a sizable chunk of the Amazon rainforest. Oh my god. She had it coming, Dave. Still not my name. Hold on, is that an eyeball? Oh my god, dude, are you eating your wife? Hey, wouldn't be the first time. What the fuck? You're a monster. You're sick. I'm taking a picture of you. You're not getting away with this. Don't! You just know they're going to go home and watch The Big Bang Theory together. And I think this filming strangers thing sort of runs tandem with main character syndrome.
We all
pussy.
Which is a term used to describe a tendency among people to view themselves as the lead character in their own life story. The people filming these videos of strangers like can't possibly grasp the idea that strangers are also sentient beings with like memories, feelings, aspirations, fears, homicidal tendencies, and it makes them do these stupid, embarrassing things like include strangers in their weird videos. Exhibit A.
These NPCs piss me off.
He literally referred to people just walking by him at the gym as NPCs, dude. That is psycho behavior. That is future serial killer type shit. Keep an eye on that guy. That's another huge thing I came across while researching videos for this topic. People that film themselves at gyms are usually humongous assholes. I've seen so many videos of people filming themselves working out at the gym, and then when someone walks by their camera, at a public gym, may I add, they fucking freak out and like huff and puff. It's so weird. People are at the gym to work out. They shouldn't have to worry about accidentally being in some fucking influencer's video. Do they really expect the average gym goer to fucking like tiptoe around the gym and treat it like a minefield and try not to get in between a tripod and a ring light? And also, while we're on the topic, how many fucking fitness influencers do we really need? You know, this is how I lift weights. Cool, man. Chicken and rice is good for you.
Well, I have a chicken allergy.
Exhibit B.
Hello everybody, I'm so sorry in advance. My name is Alexander Starr. I just released a song. I'm trying to get more listens. I'm going to sing it for you guys right here. I hope you enjoy. I don't want your money. No cap, I'm a little drunk and I can cry right now. Real talk, you should know start you a die right now. Cause we're both at a party, but you can do somebody new. You're a dick.
How about we shrink that guitar down? All right, because I'm gonna need a ukulele apology right now, with tears. I'm all for making music and getting your name out there, but like, the people that you're like zooming in on and shit, they're on their way to like their third job of the day. Shut up, you know? Also, starting off an acoustic song with the words no cap, that's gotta be some sort of crime, right?
No cap, I'm a little drunk and I can cry right now.
Sorry, maybe I'm just being an asshole, because everybody clapped when it was over. Or sorry, they clapped because it was over. Exhibit from Pit My Rock. TikTok is just so fucking annoying sometimes, man. I'm sure I'm just getting old, but the way people behave on there is so depressing. When I was looking through TikToks for this video, I saw a few of them with the caption, "I took videos of strangers and turned them into main characters. Let's see how they did that." About the and turn them into main characters, because hey man, no, you didn't. I turned them into main character. What do you listen to yourself, man? Wake up. What are you talking about? You just filmed people and then posted them. That's it. And like filming adults without their consent is crazy. But this person was filming children as well. Yo, 2 little girls like dancing and he's just on the other side of the park like... Let's definitely not do that, okay? If filming strangers isn't gonna stop, which it won't, but if it's something that's unavoidable, I think we can all agree that people should stop filming children. Especially children who aren't yours. Yo, that's never gonna go over well.
Hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Those are my kids. No, you don't get it. I was making them the main characters. Okay, how do you like it? Hey, what the hell, man? Get the fucking camera out of my face. What are you doing? Stop! Yeah, now you're gonna be the main character. The main character of what?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is
I feel like with any issue that we're facing today, as time goes on, it's only going to get worse. I have zero faith in us. But at the end of the day, it's the creator's responsibility to keep things like this in mind. Because trust me on this, I'm being serious. People don't want to be in your fucking TikToks, okay? Life is hard enough as it is. We shouldn't have to worry about fucking TikTokers coming up to you on your way to work being like, "What song are you listening to? What song? I've never heard of that one. Can you sing it to me?" I honestly don't think I'm asking too much when I say, please stop filming strangers. But if there's no other content you can make, if you really want to film them, maybe just do a quick, "Hey, I'm filming a quick video and you might be in it. Is that okay?" If you're delusional and confident enough to film these videos with strangers in them without their consent, you should have no problem going up to them and asking permission to do it beforehand. I think the only strangers you should and can legally film are police officers. Everything I just said in this video, it doesn't apply to them, okay? I encourage filming police officers wholeheartedly. When you see a cop talking to someone, or if they're talking to you, I want you to pretend like you're the director of the 1995 movie Babe and film that pig. Man, all this pig talk is making me hungry for some epic bacon. And when I'm hungry, I make some delicious food with HelloFresh. That's right, this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. For those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know that I've been eating HelloFresh every single week for like 4 years now, and I can't imagine my life without. And if you've never tried HelloFresh, now is the best time to kickstart a fresh fall routine. HelloFresh handles all the meal planning and shopping to deliver everything you need to cook up a tasty meal right at home. They do the hard part, and you get to take the credit. HelloFresh is amazing because it makes it simple and effortless to cook meals that I wouldn't usually cook. Like black bean and kale quesadillas, dude? There's no way I would come up with that on my own. Are you kidding me? And a new season calls for new meals. And HelloFresh has a fresh fall lineup of delicious dinners and more to choose from. Take your pick from 40 weekly recipes that suit your lifestyle, from veggie to family-friendly to fit and wholesome. Whatever you want. And obviously, dinner isn't the only meal of the day, and HelloFresh knows that. Because HelloFresh is more than just dinners. You can also stock your fridge with easy breakfasts, quick lunches, and fresh snacks. Just shop HelloFresh Market and add any of these tasty, time-saving solutions to your weekly box. A couple weeks back, I ordered the egg salad sandwich kit. It's like one of the best egg salad sandwiches I've ever had in my life, dude. It was crazy. So if you want to save time and money while reducing the stress of weekly meal planning and prepping, HelloFresh is perfect for you. And there's literally no better time to get started because HelloFresh is hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with an amazing deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use the code 50KurtisTown at checkout for 50% off. Plus free shipping. Yeah, dude, you heard me. 50% off plus free shipping. What are you waiting for? Thanks again to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. Like I said, we eat HelloFresh literally every week and we swear by it, so I really hope you give them a try. You won't regret it, trust me. Okay, thank you, HelloFresh. Back to me. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press the like button, because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 old person I will eat with. Sorry, too long of a pause. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Because yeah, this is a pretty interesting topic and I probably didn't do a good job covering it. You can subscribe if you want, because as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for the other things I do: Instagram, Twitter, podcast, merch. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I would stick around, but unfortunately I have to go watch every single episode of The Big Bang Theory. Bazinga. Hey guys, really quick, I'm having a merch sale right now on my website, so go check it out. You can get a whole bunch of merch that's on sale right now, including that and much more. So yeah, check it out. All right, enjoy the video. See ya. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's really good to see you again, dude. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos, so press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. All right, folks, we've got a bad one. We've got a rough one today, okay? It's very coarse. It's a coarse video, all right? So put your gloves on. Okay, I feel like straight people, right? Heteros, we do some pretty cringy stuff sometimes, right? I think that's safe to say. They'll have a daughter and they'll name the daughter Equestrian because the mom likes horses, or they'll have like a gender reveal party where they'll like set a school on fire, and then whatever color the smoke is coming from the school, that's what the baby is, right? Like, damn, rest in peace to all those kids in that school that just burned, but the smoke is blue, we're having a little guy. And I fall into that category, dude. I'm a straight white guy. And all the time I see just embarrassing, weird ass shit that straight people do all the time, right? And it's one thing to do all that weird shit, right? But what's even worse is to post it all over social media. So today we're gonna be looking at some content that can only be described as hetero, no, oh no. And it's gonna get rough, so I hope you're ready. No, you're not, but I hope you are. Quick shout out to the account on Instagram at @heterocringe. Big shout out to them. I pretty much found all the pictures that we're going to be talking about on that account. So yeah, go give them a follow.
All right, let's go.
A real woman will do anything for her man, even if it's selling her leg and 2 eyes, just to make sure he's happy. I feel like I just moved houses after reading that, you know, because there's a lot to unpack. I don't care how much you love someone. Don't sell your leg and both of your eyes just to make them happy. If doing that makes your significant other happy, they need help. They need professional help. I really hope no one saw that and was like, oh, okay, that'll do it. That'll save my relationship. Okay, baby, you ready for your surprise? You're gonna be so happy. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, take your blindfold off, okay? Oh my God, what the fuck? Did you take it off? I can't tell. What the hell happened? Why is your leg gone? What, are you okay? Not just my leg, silly. My eyes, too. Oh, sorry, what the fuck? Why? Why did you do this? Isn't it obvious? I sold my right leg and 2 eyes to make you happy. Why would that make me happy? Cause that's what a real woman does, okay? And with the money that I'm making from my body parts, I'm gonna buy you a Tesla. Oh my God. That's amazing. Those are so expensive though. That's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Okay, now wait. No, that's not what I meant! Alright, next one. Don't lose a loyal man because he's occasionally unfaithful. Fuck, man, it's like some guy like got caught cheating and he like quickly made this meme on his phone and he was like, it just popped up. There's Jay-Z and Beyonce. Are we like Jay-Z and Beyonce right now? I guess we are, and they kind of stayed together, so next we're gonna watch a video, okay? A quick video. This is a little older, I remember seeing this like a year ago, but when I think about just like straight people cringe, this is all I think about. So it's a nice video of a couple, they're like singing to each other at a rave. The caption is, took my girl to her first rave yesterday and said, welcome to my world. And she replied, our world now. And I'll remember this night forever. There is no words to describe how much I don't like that. And listen, I know every relationship is different. They seem happy. Great. Good for them. But, dude, a rave has gotta be the least romantic place of all time, you know? Babe, I have to tell you something immediately. What? What do you gotta tell me? I just gotta say, you've been awesome. I'm having a great time with you, okay? Back at that Deadmau5 set, when I swallowed my tongue and puked it back up, you were there for me, okay? And when I tried to fight that guy, because his tank top was messing with my vibe, you pulled me away. Okay, what's your point? And when I pulled a muscle last night when I tried to suck my own dick. Stop. Okay, what do you want to tell me? I just want to say, welcome to my world. Well, I gotta be honest, I'm having a terrible time, okay? So I'm just gonna go home, alright? Did you just say, our world now? What? No, yes. What the, no, I didn't say that. I'll remember this night forever. Whatever, man, I'm leaving, alright? What, are you choking on your tongue again? You can't suck your own dick. Okay, next one. Okay, so we got a guy, he's like surrounded by smoke and he's playing the cello, but instead of a cello, it's a woman. That's fucking weird, man. I mean, I guess it could be weirder. A cello is probably like the most normal instrument to be, I guess. Imagine if it was like he was like playing the drums instead. It was just like this weird fleshy like human drum set. And he was just drumming like, why does he look so sad? He looks so sad. Just stop. Buddy, you don't have to do that. It's like there's a guy behind the camera like with a gun just forcing him to do that. Hey, play your girlfriend's back like a cello. Or maybe the girlfriend is forcing him to do that. Babe, please, can't we just go out for a dinner and a movie? How about that? Just once, dinner and a movie? Please, I can't keep doing this. Babe, you know you want to. I'm not, okay? I'm not doing it. Okay, fine. It was just a bad dream.
What's wrong? Did you have that dream again?
Has this ever happened to you? You're having a nice sleep and out of nowhere, you have a nightmare about playing your girlfriend like a goddamn string instrument and you wake up, uh-oh, she's a cello. It's happened to me more times than I can count, okay? And I can count pretty high. So that's why I wrote my #1 New York Times best-selling book, Help! My bae's a cello. If this has happened to you, buy my book and say "Chudbye" to cello. Has this ever happened to you? You see some nonsense commercial about a pointless book and you still want to purchase it? Of course it has. It's happened to me more times than I can count, okay? And I can't count very high. So that's why I made the New York Times #1 best-selling VHS, Help! I bought a pointless book again. you'll learn tips and tricks from industry professionals on how to avoid buying books. VHS players sold separately. Also, if you can explain DVDs to me, please give me a call. Has this ever happened to you? You start writing a comedy sketch and you don't really know how to end it, so it just keeps going and getting more annoying and insane? Trust me, it's happened to me more times than I can count. And I can count the regular amount. That's why I made the New York Times #1 start writing a comedy sketch.
It was just a bad dream.
Has this ever happened to you? Okay, these next memes that we're gonna look at they're kind of like a crossover with like boomer humor, because I've only seen like old people post these. And I don't know what it is, but like anyone over the age of 50, any married couple over the age of 50 just seemingly hates each other for some reason. You know, it's like those Rodney Dangerfield jokes when he would just talk about how much he hates his wife.
Oh yeah, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help.
You know, or the classic Henny Youngman joke.
Now you take my wife, please.
And don't get me wrong, I love Rodney Dangerfield. He's hilarious, and that Henny Youngman joke is probably one of the best one-liner jokes ever written. But that was also like 40 years ago or 50 years ago or some shit, so let's move on maybe, I don't know. But let's take a look at some, just because they're so fascinating to me. This one says, "Sir, please understand, to buy an antidepressant pill, you need a proper prescription. Simply showing your marriage certificate and wife's picture is not enough." "Where's your husband?" "In the garden. I didn't see him. You need to dig a little." "Killed him, buried him." "A stock market crash is worse than a divorce. You lose half of your money and your wife is still around." "I won't talk to him, so he knows I'm mad." "Nice. She hasn't bothered me all day. When my wife makes me angry, I look at her through a fork and I pretend she's in jail. It heals me spiritually." You all heard a knife and fork. Well, get ready for wife and fork. You know what I mean though? Like, these memes are so weird. Like, if you're making those, dude, if you make these memes and you're being serious about it, just get a divorce. If you're holding up silverware in front of your face to make it look like your wife is in prison, hey man, just call it quits. Call it quits in the whole relationship, all right? Put a fork in it, if you will. It's done. Also, in this photo, it looks like the mom is like taking care of the two kids by herself. And he's the one pissed at her? This stupid wife of mine. Always feeding the kids, changing the kids' diapers. She never changes my diapers. Bitch. Can you help me with the kids for once? Please, I just need your help. Just once, okay? Please. You got some nerve talking to me like that. Yeah, visiting hours are over. Yeah, lock her up and throw away the keys, boys. She's in the clinker. Okay, I've had enough. We're leaving. Guards! Jailbreak! And I've only ever seen like older straight people post these because, you know, they come from a generation of, you know, not like communicating, you know, not really talking about things, just kind of like pushing everything down. And then there's all these marital issues that they didn't want to confront head on. And now it's too late to even like get a divorce. What are they gonna do? Like start dating again? No, they're 78. So they just kind of joke about it and they hate each other until they die. But, or their wife really is just some dumb bitch who can't cook. Who knows, dude? Don't get me wrong, cringy couples come in all shapes and sexualities, but I think the reason straight people post these cringy things more frequently is because, like, straight people never had to, like, fight to be allowed to date the person they love, you know? Like, gay marriage was legalized in the US only 5 years ago, so I feel like a gay person doesn't really take it for granted as much, you know? Straight people have been allowed to do, like, whatever they want forever, so there's nobody to, like, keep them in check, you know? Perfect example, that TV show Sister Wives? You know, that show about the guy with 4 wives and 18 kids? And they all look like they strictly eat boiled chicken and work at a Home Depot? There's proof right there that we can just get away with anything because there's 14 seasons of that show, okay? That's 3.5 seasons per wife. I'm straight, but that's incredible. That must suck living like that, dude. That must suck. Like living your life like that. You have to, like, before you do anything that's even remotely feminine, like liking when the sky is pink, you have to, like, preface it by saying you're straight. I'm straight. You know that, right? But all I'm saying, if the sky had a dick, I'd suck it. I'm straight though, I'm straight, okay? But I'm just saying, if the sky was a guy, I'd suck him dry. I'd put the cum in cumulonimbus, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm straight. All I'm saying is I would suck this guy's dick. Not this guy's dick, this guy's dick. What? Okay, we got one more video that I want to show you guys. It's a TikTok. I can't wait for you guys to see this. So it's from this this page called Anxiety Couple.
Babe.
Yeah?
What's your biggest fear?
Honestly, the thought of losing you.
Wait, what?
Like, the thought of never waking up to you ever again. You're the only person that has ever made me smile.
Honey.
It was so cute how I caught him saying exactly what I told him to. I mean, maybe she actually tried to do this unscripted, and when she was like, hey, what's your biggest fear? He was just like, I don't know, the dark. I'm pretty scared of the dark. And she was like, no, you're supposed to say losing me, and then you're supposed to say a lot of more nice stuff, and then you cry, and then you go under the covers. But it's dark under the covers. That's scary.
Wait, what?
Okay, well, I'm sick to my stomach, so I think we'll end it there. That's all we're gonna look at today, all right? So in conclusion, I think straight people just stop. You just gotta stop. Stop posting stuff online. Stop posting stuff about your significant other. Just leave it, all right? Except for me and my girlfriend. Because I'm a hypocrite. I don't know. I guess there's no real, like, lesson or takeaway from this video. I just wanted to laugh at some, you know, stupid stuff, and I hope you laughed as well. Now that yucky, icky stuff is out of the way, let's talk about something cool. And by something cool, I mean today's sponsor, which is ExpressVPN. All right, welcome back to America's favorite game show, What's the Best VPN Service? And again, the correct answer this week and every week is ExpressVPN. See, I've been using ExpressVPN for over a year now, and I pretty much use it every single day on all of my devices. Did you know that without a VPN, a virtual private network, your info is wide open to hackers if you're online shopping on an unencrypted network? And listen, if a hacker discovers your information, they could gain access to your financial details. They can access all your accounts, all because you didn't have ExpressVPN protection. Now, there's a whole ton of VPN services out there, and I'm going to tell you why ExpressVPN is the best one. They have the fastest speeds, they have apps for every device, it's easy to use, you can connect with just one click. And ExpressVPN was rated the #1 VPN service by TechRadar. Another amazing thing about ExpressVPN is they have servers in 94 countries. So, if you want to access content that's not available in your region, couple clicks, zip zop zooey, problem solved, my guy. Now this sounds amazing, right? I know, but it gets better. ExpressVPN is less than $7 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for, okay? Take back your internet privacy today and find out how you can get 3 months free by clicking the link in my description. Or just go to expressvpn.com/CurtisTown. All right, that does it for another episode of Which VPN Service is the Best? And big surprise, ExpressVPN is the winner again. We'll see you next week. Seriously though, thank you for sponsoring the video, ExpressVPN. Love you, bye-bye. All right guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please press that like button because one like equals one leg chopped off to make me happy. Leave a comment, please. Let me know what you thought of the video, and if you want a part 2, let me know if you've ever seen cringy hetero stuff, and please send it to me. I'm open to you know, submissions. That'd be great. Don't forget to press the subscribe button as well because I make a video every single week, and they're so much fun. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued member of Kurtistown. If you don't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. If you want to see the other things I do, you can check the description, you know, for my Instagram, my Twitter, my weekly podcast called Very Really Good, my merch down there as well, my Twitch link and everything, so go follow me on that stuff. That's it. Unfortunately, I have to skedaddle. Ooh, I gotta go. I have to play my girlfriend like a cello. See ya! I know, I'm late, I'm sorry. Yeah, the traffic. Oh my god, I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get these cranberries. I know Christmas was about a week ago. Don't do the dance. Well, actually no, Christmas wasn't about a week ago, it was about family, but I'm sorry I'm late. So to make it up to you guys, I brought a gift, and that gift is a film that features kidnapping, adultery, deceit, divorce, guns. And you're probably thinking I'm describing some crazy R-rated mafia movie or something like that, right?
Nope.
No. I just described a Christmas movie that originally aired on ABC Family. And this movie is called Holiday in Handcuffs. I actually wanted to make a video about this last year, but I just couldn't figure it out. Like, the movie was too gnarly for me, so I settled for Homeless for the Holidays. So that gives you a little hint on how crazy this movie is. Also, since I did Homeless for the Holidays last year, I'm doing Holiday in Handcuffs this year. I guess my rule going forward, every Christmas I have to make a video about a Christmas movie that has the word holiday in it and also another word with the letter H. So next year I'll be sure to cover the Holiday Ham Hole. But anyways, Holiday in Handcuffs stars Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. And based on the title of this movie and the cover of this movie and also the title of this video, I'm sure you can guess what this movie is about. But I want to withhold the synopsis from you because I think it's better that you see the movie how the filmmakers originally intended, which is of course by watching a YouTuber make fun of it 14 years after its initial release. The movie starts off with a voiceover from Melissa Joan Hart's character. Her name is Trudy.
The day started out like every other day, which lately is not necessarily a good thing.
And she's not your average girl. She's messy and lazy and her life is just a mess. And the movie confirms this by making her eat leftovers out of one of those Chinese food takeout boxes. Because for some reason, that is an unspoken rule in cinema. How do we show the audience that this character is going through a rough patch? Oh, I got it. We'll make him eat yesterday food. But this scene has Judy running around her apartment like crazy because she's getting ready for a job interview that her father set up, so it's very important. While this is happening, her mom calls her and stresses her out about the Christmas vacation they're going on in some cabin in the woods, and she keeps talking about how excited they are to meet her boyfriend Nick, who we will meet in a few minutes. But Trudy gets so caught up in everything that she messes up her hair, even though her messed up hair is just what my hair looks like on a good day, so that's pretty insulting, but I'll get over it. So Trudy goes to the interview, but on the way, she gets stuck in traffic, so she misses the interview.
I know I'm a little late, but you don't understand. You see, my parents and Mr. Portnoy are neighbors, so my dad set this appointment, so it's very important that I see him.
I guess she had an interview at Barstool Sports? That's the guy's last name, right? Dave Portnoy? Yeah, that's the guy.
Mr. Portnoy, it's me!
Damn it, I missed the interview with Mr. Portnoy. Now I can't host that weekly podcast about light beer. So after Trudy misses her Barstool Sports interview, she goes to her current waitressing job at a diner. This is where we meet her friend Lucy and her mean boss.
Get to work or you'll be out in the gutter.
He would not keep his great-grandfather's gun here if he knew how close I come to killing him every day.
Okay, bad idea. I think a diner is probably one of the worst places you can have a gun just open for anybody to take. The place where drunk, angry, horny, hungry people go? Idiot. If I could make a list of the worst places to have a gun out in the open, diner would be at the top, man. Diner is definitely one that I would check off. Speaking of check off, if you show a gun in the first act, you better shoot that thing. That's the direct quote.
You better shoot that thing.
Okay, so Trudy is going about her shift when her boyfriend Nick walks in. And you're gonna wanna remember this character because he's very important, and I'm just kidding because he dumps her right away and we never see him ever again.
If you walk out that door now, we are so over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This really messes her up and she's so distraught that she can't even take Mario Lopez's order when he walks in.
I'll take a cheeseburger and fries and a Caesar salad, please. Dressing on the side.
Like, hello? That's the host of America's Best Dance Crew? Take his order, Sabrina.
Do you need to write it down?
Mario Lopez's character's name is David, by the way. I'll just say that so I don't have to keep using his full name. So Mario Lopez gets up to go to the bathroom, and this is where the movie gets a little ridiculous. Let's watch.
You're not going to the bathroom.
I'm not sure what kind of government-sponsored work program you're a part of, but
Move it!
Watch it.
Yeah, she kidnaps him at gunpoint. And like the entire thesis of this movie is doing something crazy doesn't make you a crazy person. That's what they say a few times throughout this film.
Doing one crazy thing does not make a person crazy.
But I don't know, man. Tons of people have missed job interviews and then gotten dumped and then not kidnapped a guy about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's a crazy place for your brain to just go to immediately, right? Like, kidnapping should be a last or not even. Kidnapping shouldn't be a resort at all. Okay, that's silly. I wouldn't vacation at that resort. Also, it's one thing to impulsively like shove someone, right? Because that's like one thing and it's done, and you go, sorry, right? But kidnapping? That's like accidentally making beef Wellington. Okay, I seriously thought I was making a quesadilla. What the fuck is this? You know, your mind doesn't go to kidnapping right away, okay? So I think Trudy has done this before. She's a serial kidnapper, and this is my theory. But anyways, she successfully kidnaps David and is now driving to her parents' cottage retreat, and her master plan is for David to pretend that he is Nick the whole time, the boyfriend who just dumped Trudy. Yeah. Because what's worse than finding out your daughter is a kidnapper? Finding out your daughter is a single kidnapper.
You're not really gonna shoot me with that thing.
She shot that thing! You better shoot that thing! You better shoot that thing! Okay, so this next part is also super ridiculous. I don't want to victim blame or anything, but at like several points in this movie, it kind of seems like David wanted to get kidnapped. Prime example right here. When Trudy stops at a gas station and gets out of the car to pay for her gas, David doesn't scream or shake the car around or, you know, yell for help or literally anything at all. He kind of just stands there gently wiggling his hands back and forth.
Man, what is this stuff made of?
If only I could do more than the bare minimum. I wish God blessed me with the ability to rub my vocal cords together to talk to other humans. Well, my hands are tied. And dude, when the gas station worker comes out to pump the gas, Trudy tells him that David is really into BDSM, and that's why he's tied up.
Well, that's my boyfriend. I'm surprising him with a weekend in the woods, you know, the wild kind of weekend, the tie me up, tie me down kind.
Again, ABC Family. But in response to the BDSM, the gas station worker does this.
These are on the house, honey.
Oh, thanks.
Yuck. Also, what a terrible citizen. Sees someone tied up in a car and then gives the other person handcuffs. Jesus Christ, man. I feel like if this guy saw someone drowning, he'd just be like whipping water balloons at them or something. Ow, please help, ow, please help, ow, please help, ow. Why are you crying? You're literally surrounded by water. You love this shit. So they get back in the car, and this is when we get another movie trope that I always find really fascinating. Let's watch this one scene, and then we'll talk about it super quick.
I think it's safe to say I've lost my job at Taj's Diner Deluxe. I live in a crappy loft downtown.
She said she lives in a crappy loft. Let me remind you what her loft looks like.
I live in a crappy loft downtown.
If that's a crappy loft, I honestly don't know what my apartment in college was. A medieval dungeon, I guess. Another movie that did a similar thing to this was Big Daddy. And this is constructive criticism, okay? Big Daddy is one of my favorite movies. And mind you, Sonny, main character in that movie, had a good amount of money. But they do this thing where they keep trying to tell you that this character's life is in shambles. You know, and they're eating out of leftover Chinese food takeout boxes, but at the same time they have like the sickest fucking apartment you've ever seen. So it's hard for me to like believe that, you know what I mean? Like I'm just picturing the movie director being like, okay, set designers, this apartment has to look shitty, okay? And I'm talking like only 4,000 squeet? I meant to say square feet. This bit is done because I'm embarrassed. Okay guys, we're not saying square feet anymore, we're saying squeet. I'm gonna squeak. Oh, actually, on second thought, maybe that's a front that Trudy's putting up, you know what I mean? Because she has so much ransom money from all the people that she has for sure kidnapped before. And that's how she can afford her really nice apartment. Okay, I fucking cracked the code, dude. My theory is correct. But anyways, they get to the cottage. And at this point, when I first watched the movie, I was like, well, it's impossible this movie can go any further, right? Because David will walk into the cottage and go, hey, oh my God, I've been fucking kidnapped. Please help me, call the cops, do something. But Trudy has done this before, so here's her big brain solution.
Sometimes when Nick feels awkward in a social situation, he does this whole, I didn't want to be here, I've been kidnapped thing. Kind of weird, but he thinks it's funny, so just laugh along so it doesn't make him feel bad, okay?
You know, because when someone's nervous or feeling awkward in a social situation, they wouldn't just be super quiet or overly kind to make a good impression or something. They would just barge in and go, I've been kidnapped, okay? Your daughter's a fucking crazy person. I'm sorry, I'm just so nervous right now, and I want all this unnecessary attention on me. Alas, her parents buy it, no questions asked.
Okay.
And do you remember earlier when I said it kind of seems like David wants to be kidnapped? I know that's a pretty problematic thing to imply. It's gonna be Kurtis Conner is over party all over again. But hear me out, okay? This time it's gonna be Kurtis Conner is over the moon because he's so happy that he made a good point party. I'm gonna prove to you that David wants to be kidnapped. I am going to time how long he tries to like convince the parents that he's been kidnapped.
Okay, listen to me very carefully. She forced me to come here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go help Mom with the eggnog.
That was less than 1 minute. He tried to convince them for less than 1 minute and was just like, well, I tried. Dude, if that was me, I would not shut the fuck up. I'd be so annoying, I would go full gooby.
Ever seen this before?
I will add, before, it was just him and Trudy, and like, you know, he didn't know what she was capable of, but now all bets are off, man. Dude, I'd be running around the house fucking screaming. I'd be knocking shit over, I'd be pushing people around, I'd be smearing my shit on the walls. I don't fucking care, dude. And have you seen that guy's fucking arms? I'd start punching people, bro. I've seen that one episode of Saved by the Bell, okay? AC Slater can fight, he could throw a punch. I'm also rewatching that scene, I'm now realizing that I'm the guy who broke up the fight between Zach and Slater. I don't remember doing that, but there's video evidence right in front of me, so you're welcome. But no, seriously, if I was David, I would be smearing my poop on the cabin walls until someone drove me home. But no, he just fucking gives up after 50 seconds. Also, I forgot to mention earlier that David already has a girlfriend who he was planning on like proposing to on the same day that he was kidnapped. So he currently has an engagement ring with him. That's like the only thing he does have because he forgot his cell phone at the diner. And before you ask, why can't he just steal someone else's cell phone and call 911? Well, the movie plugged that plot hole in a very weird way as well. Every year at this Christmas cottage, there's someone called the Keymaster.
Mom, I was wondering if I could be Keymaster this year.
Sounds like a fucking Dark Souls boss, honestly. But this Keymaster's job is to hold onto all the phones and keys so people can just, you know, they're forced to hang out there and spend time with the family. I guess you could say their phones and keys have been sort of kidnapped. Okay, now we meet Trudy's siblings. She has a brother named Jake and a sister named Katie, and they're both super successful in their fields, so Trudy sort of feels like the screw-up of the family. Which she is. She fucking kidnapped a guy, so, you know, it's kind of hard to feel sorry for her. That's the one thing about this movie that's, like, really frustrating. It's like, you're supposed to like the main character of a movie, and if you don't like them, you're supposed to relate to them on some level. But I can't do that. I cannot do that with Trudy. She stole a person, and also, I can't even feel bad for the guy who got kidnapped because he's not smearing his shit on the walls.
I'd like you to meet Trudy's boyfriend, Nick. I'm not her boyfriend. I met her today when she poked a musket in my ribs, tied me up with furry handcuffs, and drove me to wherever I am right now.
Okay, I'll take that last part back. I guess he is sort of actively trying to let people know, but this family is full of fucking master gaslighters. That also sounds like a Dark Souls boss.
Master Gaslighter, you're acting crazy right now.
In this next scene, David sees that Trudy still has her cell phone, so he tries to go and steal it from her so he can make contact with the outside world and escape, surprisingly. The next scene is actually a super brutal murder scene, and it's very gory. Obviously not what happens, but I wouldn't put it past her, you know? And then Trudy would just be like, listen, Mom and Dad, if you see David, you know, sort of laying on the floor, sort of bleeding everywhere, and he's dead, he's just nervous. What actually happens is she smashes her cell phone. But then David is given an opportunity to escape because Trudy's mom sends David and Trudy's dad into town to go pick up some groceries. So this has to be it, right? He's away from the family. He can talk to someone who's not attached to any of these characters. He can explain what happened. He'll be set free, right? Nope. Should have rubbed your poop on the walls, Dave.
All right, old man. I'm not leaving here until you help me. I'm coming back there and I'm gonna use that phone.
There's not going to be any trouble in my store, Super Freak. Now back that ass up.
This movie is so frustrating, and it also gets more frustrating because in the next scene, he's alone in the car with just the dad. And all he tries to do to escape is grab the wheel, I guess. Where instead, he could just be like, I've been kidnapped, 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 right? Maybe rub some poop on the windows, I don't know. And also it gets worse after that, believe it or not, because in the scene right after that, David is able to borrow Jake's cell phone, so he goes into the bathroom to make a call. And instead of calling 911 so they could like trace the call at the very least, he calls his girlfriend, who is mad at him because she thinks he stood him up.
Really? You said that you had something important to say yesterday.
And then you stood me up.
And hey man, dump her. Absolutely dump her. Dude, if I haven't heard from my girlfriend in a few days, and then she calls me, oh my god, I'd be so relieved, okay? I'd be so happy. I'd be over the moon. I'd be hashtag Kurtis Conner is over the moon party, okay? Because obviously you'd worry about your partner, right? You wouldn't just be like, well, motherfucker, you got a lot of nerve calling me. Oh, you've been kidnapped? I don't care whose kid is sleeping, okay? You stood me up. I think I just hate movies where the entire conflict can be solved by just fucking talking to each other. Like, just communicate, you know? Because there's so many movies like that. Romeo and Juliet, and it was a movie first. You know, Romeo and Juliet, fucking talk to each other. Home Alone, just call someone. Little Mermaid, she could have just got a piece of paper and wrote, hey, kiss me. Titanic? Say iceberg way sooner. Why'd you wait so long? But anyways, David tells his girlfriend that he has been kidnapped.
You're serious?
Yes!
And now that the word is out and help could be on the way, David reveals his master plan.
I'm gonna be the best boyfriend ever, and your parents are gonna fall in love with me.
Oh jeez, I wonder what's gonna happen when he starts spending some quality time with this girl. David does just that. He turns on the charm, you know, and everyone's loving him. But Trudy, she doesn't like that.
My family likes you more than they like me.
Obviously, of course they do, right? You kidnapped a man. Oh well, kidnapped a person. It's not like it'd be better if it was a woman. I don't know why I don't know why I emphasized the man so much in that sentence. You kidnapped a man. Nothing really happens for the next half hour in this movie. It's just these two characters slowly falling in love with each other. But it's tough to really give a shit about this because it's weird to watch literal Stockholm Syndrome develop and be like, aw. I mean, if it's the One Direction song, Stockholm Syndrome, I'll shake my ass to that all day. Don't get me wrong. But listen, I will not twerk for genuine Stockholm Syndrome. That's my promise to you. This is my impression of Judy singing a Christmas song. I'll be stuck home for Christmas. Like, that's genuinely what this part of the movie is. Watching someone fall in love with their captor. It's not cute. Captor? I hardly knew her.
They were so proud of me. Somewhere along the way, things changed, and I just wish they still felt that way about me, you know?
Wow. I don't fucking care. That's how that scene should have went. So anyways, they keep falling in love with each other. They kiss under the mistletoe. He proposes to her with the wedding ring that he had on him. And while all of this is happening, David's girlfriend is trying to find out what happened to him. So she goes to Trudy's friend's house and they start interrogating her.
You know, when we catch her, you'll be put away too for accessory to kidnapping, obstructing justice.
Okay, I don't know if I missed something in this movie. I probably did because it's not good and I probably just wasn't paying attention during a little bit. But I don't think she knew that Trudy kidnapped David. So like, why would she be an accessory? You know what I mean? Because she was also in the diner when it happened. Then everybody else who was eating in the diner are also accessories, right? Imagine if that's how that actually happened. All right, tell me one more time what happened. Okay, so I was waiting in line and then this guy runs into the store like out of nowhere and he pulls a gun at the cashier and he says, give me all the money. And then the cashier said no, and the robber shot the cashier in the arm, stole all the money, and then ran out. I'm so sorry. I didn't see his face. It all happened so fast. It's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. Okay, you'll have plenty of time to remember his face when you're in the slammer. Wait, what? Yeah, pretty suspicious. You were the only guy in here when the crime happened. What are you talking about? That means you were in on it. And so was the cashier. Why would the cashier be in on it? He got shot. This goes all the way to the top, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised if the cops were in on it too, crooked bastards. Put my hands behind my back. I'm going downtown. I'm a dirty little cop. Nasty, naughty, slutty little cop too. You're gonna spank me or what? Yeah. Okay, we're getting to the end of the movie, trust me. So they're all having family dinner together and they all start arguing about how unhappy everybody is and how everybody's life is falling apart.
This isn't my world, because if this was my world, I wouldn't have to picture Clint Eastwood just to get through our annual birthday sex!
Wow. Turns out Trudy wasn't the only one having a hard time. But also, none of those family members stole a man. Fortunately, Trudy's luck is about to run out.
Everybody freeze!
I don't know who brought home the bacon, but I'm gonna fry it up in a pan. Mother, no!
I know everything about this film has been ridiculous, but this is the most unbelievable part, okay? This scene right here. Because if this was real life, Grandma would have been lit up by these guys in fucking 2 seconds.
But I'm gonna fry it up. Mother, no!
Seriously, I would believe a kidnapping love story way before believing a group of cops not shooting someone. But since the whole family were accessories to this kidnapping, they go to jail. Yeah, they go to jail. They go to accessory jail. It's like regular jail, but everybody's wearing watches and necklaces. But luckily, they don't get in trouble because David doesn't press charges.
Poor schmuck didn't press charges.
I'm no lawyer, but I feel like there would still be a prosecution. She kidnapped someone, right? Like that's the other part of this movie that really doesn't sit right with me. They treat kidnapping like it's this like nice, cute little thing that you do sometimes and not a serious crime. Like it's one of the worst crimes you can commit. Like next to watching my videos and not subscribing. I don't know how the legal system works, but it's one thing to not press charges when someone like bumps into your car. But like, she stole a person. That's like if I killed someone and then I went to court and was just like, well, he's not alive to press charges, so I'll be going home now. Doesn't work like that, I don't think. But anyways, the rest of the movie has David getting ready to marry his girlfriend, but he ends up dumping her to be with Trudy. Because not only did she steal him, she stole his heart. Not physically. Well, yet, anyway. But yeah, they kiss and they live happily ever after. So, moral of the story, if you want something, just take it. Okay, it is yours. Just take it.
And it'll all work out in the end.
I'm fucking kidding. That's a terrible lesson. Let's get some help. Let's see what Trudy thinks the lesson of the movie is.
Doing one crazy thing probably does make you crazy.
But it can also make you happy.
All right. You heard it here first. Doesn't matter what crazy shit you do. As long as it makes you happy, you're in the clear. Okay?
Okay, can you explain to me why you rubbed your poop on the cabin walls?
Your Honor, it made me happy. In conclusion, the movie, it was entertaining. It was a little funny at times, but it's a little tough to get past all the Stockholm stuff, all that stuff about Sweden. But no, a Christmas movie is supposed to have a nice lesson about, you know, family and love, generosity, right? But this does not have that, so 10 out of 10. All right, well, it's time for the last ad break of the year.
This video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Folks, I've been eating HelloFresh like every week for more than 2 years now, and you know why? Because HelloFresh makes cooking at home fun, easy, and affordable. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. And not to mention, they're also America's #1 meal kit, so you can't go wrong. I know these last few years have been a lot, but I can say firsthand that it's been so comforting and reassuring knowing that every week I have HelloFresh to help out with putting some home-cooked meals on the table every week for me and Jenna. Because that's not an easy thing to do. So how about you let HelloFresh help you out with 50 weekly menu and market items to choose from, so you can think less about what's for dinner and more about the bigger things in life, right? Like your dreams and aspirations. I don't know. And there's something for everyone. They have family-friendly, calorie-smart, pescatarian, and veggie options every week. Plus, every recipe includes fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. So yeehaw to that. What I also love about HelloFresh is you can totally customize your experience. You can pick the delivery day, how many servings you get in a box, you can skip a week whenever you want, or even add extra meals or desserts or lunches. And we're always trying to cut back on food waste in our house, which is why HelloFresh's pre-portioned ingredients are so beneficial. You have the exact amount every time, which means less prep for you and also less wasted food. As a matter of fact, when compared to grocery shopping, HelloFresh cuts down on your food waste by at least 25%. And guess what? HelloFresh is hooking up the citizens of Kurtistown with a delicious deal. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use code Kurtistown16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 surprise gifts. Again, this is anecdotal. I've been eating HelloFresh every week for years, and it's so good. The food's delicious. The recipes are easy to follow, easy to make, and I just couldn't recommend them enough. So I hope you guys check them out because it also helps out me and my channel when you check out the sponsors. So everybody wins here, man. Again, thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video and so many others in the past. Now, back to me.
All right, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button because believe it or not, 1 like equals 1 bicep curl that Mario Lopez will do. Seen that guy's fucking arms? Please press the like button. You can leave a comment, let me know your thought. Let me know if you've ever seen this movie, if you remember it, or any other weird movies you want me to cover next Christmas. That needs to have a holiday in it, in the title, and the letter H in another word. You can press subscribe button, check the description for all that shit if you want. But yeah, man, this is the last video of the year. Crazy. Thank you so much for another great year. This year was pretty eventful. Things were starting to open up a little bit before. I got to do some shows again, which was incredible. So thank you so much to everybody who came out to my stand-up shows. I got a lot more coming next year, and I just can't wait to, you know, keep making videos, keep touring, doing shows for y'all. And I just seriously, I can't thank you enough for the support over the years. Even if this is your first video you've seen of mine, it's just, this is my dream job, and I cannot thank you enough for all the support. So, sorry I'm late with the Christmas movie, but happy holidays to you. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Yeah, just seriously, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I will see you next year.
Comments are going to be, you didn't say folks at the beginning. First the extra greeting and now no folks. Well, this is for the people who stayed to the end of the video. Folks. So there you go. Happy New Year.
My debut stand-up special, Keep Busy, premieres tonight on my website at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I don't care what you're doing tonight, cancel it, grab a group of your friends, and watch the special together. It's going to be so great. I'll be there too during the premiere. I'll be in the chat talking to everybody and watching it along with you because it's really funny. But if you're busy tonight, that's okay. You can still buy and stream the special until November 24th. For those of you who don't know, I've been actually doing stand-up comedy for longer than I've been making YouTube videos. I'm really proud of the special. I'm incredibly happy with how it turned out. We worked really hard on it, and it was really expensive, so it would mean a lot if you guys checked it out. There's also some really cool exclusive merch pieces like a signed poster and a super cool graphic tee, all designed by Kel Lauren, that you can only get your hands on if you buy the special. So click the link in the description, and I'll see you guys tonight, November 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you watch the special or not, thank you so much for the support, and enjoy this video. See ya. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was released June 26, 1997. A book about an orphaned wizard boy destined for greatness, navigating his first year at the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Due to the immediate success of this book, author J.K. Rowling began writing more and more installations into the Harry Potter series, ultimately writing 7 novels. Along the way, immensely successful movie adaptations were created that absolutely catapulted the popularity of the Harry Potter franchise to levels never seen before. They made Harry Potter games. The first 3 were fucking awesome. The rest were literal dog shit. They made Harry Potter clothing, toys, pancake mix. They even made Harry Potter cologne that I wish they handed out for free at the midnight book releases. You. I'm just kidding. But not really. I saw the first Harry Potter film in theaters when I was 7 years old, and I immediately fell in love with it. I remember it was November when it came out, and it hadn't snowed yet that year, and it wasn't supposed to snow for like another week. But when me and my family walked out of the movie theater, it was fucking snowing, dude. And I freaked out because I thought it was magic. But looking back now, it was just a classic case of weathermen being wrong all the time. I then started reading the books after I saw the first movie, but then I realized video games and skateboarding existed. So I just did that instead while I waited for the rest of the movies to come out. And let me tell you, dude, I was a huge Harry Potter fan growing up. I played all the video games. Dude, I got sorted into my Hogwarts house on the original Harry Potter Flash website. I also did Hogwarts roleplay on Habbo Hotel, but I'm not gonna divulge any further details about that. I kept up with the Harry Potter franchise up until the last movie's 2011 release, and it felt cool watching the finale to the series that I grew up watching. Seeing the characters I grew up with also dealing with the same issues I was dealing with while becoming a young adult. I mean, not all the same issues, obviously. I mean, like evil Snake Man trying to kill you. Happens every teenager, man. And when the credits rolled on the final movie, that felt like a good time for me to leave Harry Potter in the past. But for other people, the love for Harry Potter persisted. The Hogwarts Express kept on chugging. Although the book series and main movie franchise came to an end, Harry Potter fans, also known as Potterheads, had no shortage in ways to keep the fandom alive. And look, there's nothing wrong with being a fan of a particular piece of media, but as I mentioned in my deep dive into Disney adults video that I made a couple of years ago, some people take things a little too far, and that's what we're going to talk about today on this deep dive into Potterheads. So with this video, I categorized everything by making my very own Potterhead iceberg. Icebergs are a way to categorize the tame, surface level stuff and gradually work your way deeper down the iceberg until you reach the super messed up stuff. And not to sound like the Titanic here, but before we get into the iceberg, I feel like I do need to address the transphobic elephant in the room, J.K. Rowling. I feel like I can't talk about Harry Potter without mentioning the many controversies surrounding the series author, J.K. Rowling. One of the tame criticisms of J.K. Rowling is how she, retroactively adds shit to the Harry Potter series. Like a couple years ago when she was like, oh yeah, Dumbledore is gay, by the way. Did I not say that? Did I not tell you guys that? Yeah, the last lines of the final book were actually supposed to be, the scar had not pained Harry for 19 years. All was well. Dumbledore was gay. But I ran out of time. That's the publishing business, but that's definitely not her biggest criticism. J.K. Rowling is what many refer to as a TERF, and I don't mean a fake patch of grass. TERF, T-E-R-F. A trans exclusionary radical feminist, a person whose views on gender identity are considered hostile to transgender people or who opposes social and political policies designed to be inclusive of transgender people. So someone who's like, I'm all for equality, yeah, except fucking trans people. J.K. Rowling has posted many transphobic things on Twitter. You know, for example, 5 reasons for being worried about the new trans activism, and also claiming that the existence of trans people erases the lived reality of women globally. She even recently claimed that she would, quote unquote, happily go to jail for using someone's incorrect pronouns. Okay? Then go. Go to jail.
Mr. Electric, send her to Azkaban and have her bewitched immediately.
Also, dude, what the fuck does that mean, dude? What do you mean, J.K. Rowling? What? When would that ever happen? What are you in for? DUI. Huh, classic. Driving under the influence. Nah, someone told me their pronouns and I DUI. Didn't understand it. Okay, fine, I grabbed a cop's gun. And all of those transphobic comments are pretty crazy things to say, especially when the main themes in your 7 children's novels were love, acceptance, and belonging. You know, I'd like to believe, since JK's full name is Just Kidding, I assume, that these are all just fucked up jokes, but unfortunately, they're not. She's being serious. And following these statements, a ton of cast members of the Harry Potter films spoke out against her hateful rhetoric and distanced themselves from the franchise. And since then, the topic of separating the art from the artist is always prevalent when anybody is discussing anything related to Harry Potter. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you, what content you should or shouldn't consume. Unless it's my comedy special that premieres tonight, you absolutely should consume that. But when it comes to consuming Harry Potter content that directly supports J.K. Rowling monetarily, I don't know, maybe just don't do that. Life's fine without Harry Potter, you know? It's the fucking same. If you really want to watch children go to school that bad, I don't know, dude. That's a whole other problem you got to deal with. Like, being a die-hard Potterhead pre-transphobia was already like a side-eye. But now, dude, that's not a fucking side-eye. That is what's more than like a back eye. Fully all the way around. This is me back-eyeing you. Criminal offensive back eye. Okay, sorry, I just feel like I couldn't really make a Harry Potter video without talking about that off the top. So, iceberg time. So this iceberg is 5 levels deep, and the Potterhead mania gets crazier the deeper we go. So the first level is casual Potterhead, watches the movies once a year, knows their Hogwarts house and their Patronus, possibly read the books once. And I feel like this is the majority of the Potterhead fandom. People who know everything about Harry Potter and how they would fit into the Harry Potter universe, but they don't really make it a part of their personality that much. I'd probably say this is the level I operated in when I was a kid. Dude, I remember getting sorted into Hufflepuff when I was a kid and having like a literal existential crisis because I wanted to get sorted into Ravenclaw. Thinking back, I think I fucking cried, which is so embarrassing. For those of you who don't know, there are 4 houses in Hogwarts where the students are sorted into, and each house is associated with certain traits. But to boil it down as simple as I can, Gryffindor is good guys, Slytherin's bad guys, Ravenclaw is smart people, Hufflepuff is everybody else. And it's fucked because like Gryffindor and Slytherin are opposite, right? Good guys, bad guys. So therefore, the other houses should be opposites of each other as well. And if Ravenclaw is smart, then Hufflepuff is, I guess that would mean they're, I don't know what the opposite of smart is. I'm a Hufflepuff. We're fucking stupid. I cried when I got sorted online alone in my computer room. If I had to do that in front of like thousands of kids, if I was an 11-year-old magic boy and I sat down and some fucking person put on a magic hat and he was like, dumbass, I'd fucking transfer to a public school immediately. And usually the people in the first category also know what their Patronus is. And a Patronus is like a sort of spectral animal that protects that person when they cast the spell Expecto Patronum. She expect my Patronum until I owe. And that was one thing I never liked in the movies. I'm realizing now the first part of this iceberg is just me making fun of the movies, but let me get it out of my system. I never liked the Patronus concept in the movies because like some kids' fucking Patronus was like a grizzly bear and then another kid's would be like a rat. You're telling me both of those are going to do the same amount of protecting? Fuck no, that's impossible. And you can't change your Patronus. Like what if you just got like a super shitty one that doesn't help you at all? Oh my god, a Dementor! That's okay. I know the perfect spell. Expecto Patronum!
The fuck is that?
That's my Patronus. He's an early 2000s breakdancer.
I thought a Patronus was supposed to be an animal.
I'm an animal on the dance floor, brother.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kill you now.
Patronus, are you gonna do anything? Okay, let's move down one more level of the iceberg. The next level is genuine Potterhead. Watches the movies several times a year and they've read every book. They straight up bring butterbeer to a pre-drink and have their own wand. They have at least one Harry Potter tattoo. Join their college's Quidditch team. This is where it starts to get a little more gnarly. Once you get a Harry Potter tattoo, there's no going back, I'm afraid. And that's coming from someone with a fucking Gooby tattoo.
I just remembered the actor who does the voice for Gooby was Robbie Coltrane, rest in peace. He also played Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies, so I kind of inadvertently have a Harry Potter tattoo.
The Deathly Hallows tattoos are a staple, obviously. That design kind of lends itself to a tattoo, and I feel like J.K. Rowling knew that when she was cooking up that design. I'm going to create a design that is so simple. But some Harry Potter tattoos are a little more questionable, like this Harry Potter full leg piece. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you shouldn't go out on a limb there, okay? Lagrid. I also found a Harry Potter forehead tattoo of the number 7 with Harry Potter's face in the number. Absolutely fucking unhinged tattoo to get. It's called a forehead, not a 7 head. Must be a Hufflepuff. I assume she got the number 7 because that's how many books there are, but like, dude, could you imagine if J.K. Rowling surprise dropped an 8th book? This person would be fucked. But I think the most questionable Harry Potter tattoo to get is the Dark Mark tattoo. For those of you who don't know, there's a group of evil wizards who follow Lord Voldemort, and they're called Death Eaters. Their goal is to create a wizarding, pure blood ethno-state and kill anybody who isn't a pureblood. These Death Eaters all have a dark mark burned into their forearms to show their allegiance to this genocide. And people in real life get this dark mark tattooed. What the fuck? And look, you can say it's just fiction all you want, but the message is still the same. It's a genocide. It represents a genocide. If someone has a fucking swastika tattoo, they're not going to be like, oh, I just like the movie Inglourious Basterds. Obviously, I'm not saying anybody with a dark mark tattoo is a Nazi, but like out of all the things from Harry Potter to get tattooed, that's the thing you got? I'm giving you another back eye. But the last line of this level that I want to talk about is the college Quidditch team, because I had no idea that this was a real thing. In the Harry Potter series, there's a popular sport called Quidditch where everybody flies around on broomsticks and the chasers try to throw the quaffle through the hoops, and the keeper tries to block the quaffle from going in the hoops, and the whole time there's these beaters that try to bat away the bludgers that are flying around trying to hit everybody, and there's also these 2 seekers who try to fly around and catch a little magic ball called the golden snitch, because if they catch it, they win the game. If anybody said what I just said pre-Harry Potter, they'd be put in a fucking straitjacket, dude. Yeah, so there's a quaffle, bludgers, beaters, but believe it or not, Quidditch doesn't just exist in the wizarding world. It's also here now in the muggle world. The only difference is they just run with brooms between their legs instead of flying. And unlike the movie, they don't draw a crowd. Okay, sorry, that was mean. Slytherin moment. But the funniest thing about real life Quidditch is how they incorporate the golden snitch. I was really curious how they were gonna do this because the golden snitch is a magic little flying ball that sort of zips around. So I had no idea how they were gonna add that to the real life game. But this is how they do it.
Seeker's job is to catch the snitch, and the Seekers have to get the tennis ball without actually touching the snitch runner.
The Seekers have to go look for me out on campus.
Dude, some poor bastard dresses up in all gold, and the Seekers have to just hunt him down and find him somewhere on the campus and grab a tennis ball out of the weird sock that's hanging from his groin, and that's how they win the game. What the fuck? That might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Just 2 dudes holding a broomstick between their legs running around a college campus like, where is it? Where the fuck is that son of a snitch? Like, do you try out to become a snitch? Like, how can't be the thing that you wanted to be, right? Or maybe it is, I don't know. Like, I wonder who like the best snitch ever was. You know, that is a sports docu-series that I would watch front to back.
Welcome back to Snitch, a golden story, where we learn about the trials and tribulations of Tyler, the best snitch the world of real-life Quidditch has ever seen.
Tyler was the best snitch I've ever seen. Nobody could ever find him. I've been a seeker on my college's Quidditch team for 10 years.
You've been in college for 10 years?
Yeah. In the 4 years that Tyler played, he was never found.
Nobody could ever find him on campus, not once. It's crazy, but sometimes I think he actually might be magic. Every sport has their greats. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Mike Tyson, but I think another name needs to be added to that list. Tyler. And in a Snitch, a Golden Story exclusive, we've secured the very first on-camera interview with the Golden Snitch himself, Tyler. How are you able to elude every Quidditch player for all those years?
Oh, dude, it was so easy. All I had to do was go to the one place a Harry Potter fan will never go. A girl's bedroom.
Okay, sorry, we'll move down to the third level of the iceberg now. This is where things really start to kick up a notch. Harry Potter exists in every aspect of their life. They have Harry Potter themed weddings, Harry Potter collections, clothing, and even name their children after Harry Potter characters. Weirdly obsessed with the actors in the movies, they go to the Wizarding World theme park any chance they get. This level of fandom, it's kind of like the Bully Maguire montage in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, where Peter has like fully accepted the symbiote into his life and he's letting it like dictate how he behaves. And dude, I don't know what it is about millennials in fandoms, but you don't have to make your wedding based off of the thing you like. You could just have a wedding. Or two. I had two of them. Dude, and none of them were Harry Potter. And I know it's their wedding day. They can do whatever they want. I know that. Like, who am I to judge, right? But also, at the same time, let me be a hater for a second. Dude, straight up, if I got an invitation to a serious Harry Potter wedding, I am acting a fool. I'm showing up dressed as Moaning Myrtle, and during the whole ceremony, I'm gonna be in the back row like, don't invite me to a Harry Potter wedding, or else I might cast my Patronus at the reception. Also, the part where they have Harry Potter collections, I'm not saying that's bad. I've got a crazy, stupid collection of a bunch of nerdy-ass bullshit, so I can't make fun of anybody in that sense. But naming your child after a Harry Potter character? That I can make fun of. Dude, there are countless articles online giving examples of like Harry Potter names for babies. What are we doing? If you're naming your baby Lucius or Severus or Bunty? That is child abuse. And I am so serious. You are ruining that baby's life before it even takes its first breath, dude. Not even the actors in the movies would do that. And they were in the movies. Speaking of the actors, this is a good time to talk about the other line in this level, weirdly obsessed with the actors in the movies. Like how a Harry Potter fan legally changed his name to Lucius Malfoy and sent a letter to the actor Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy, the son of Lucius Malfoy. And this Harry Potter fan who changed his name to Lucius wanted Tom to change his name to Draco Malfoy legally, so this new guy named Lucius Malfoy could legally adopt Tom Felton. That's so fucking weird. And also, I don't think it works like that. If some kid also has the last name Connor, can I just adopt him legally? Is that true? If it is, I am going to adopt every single Connor until I have acquired them all. It will be the biggest con of all time. And finally, I will be the true Connor. But the last line I put on this level of the iceberg is, they go to the Wizarding World theme park all the time. And the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios is actually what inspired me to make this video. Disney adults and Harry Potter adults, they're cut from the same cloth. They all take stuff just a little bit too far when it comes to the theme parks. And I've been to the Wizarding World before. I went in 2012 and I had a great time. But let me tell you, there is nowhere on earth less magical than Orlando, Florida. No matter how many British people in cloaks they put in that park, nothing will take my mind off of the fact that I have an ungodly amount of sweat in my ass crack and balls. In my balls. Fucking miserable, man. I was so hot, I was sweaty, I was thirsty. Actually, that reminds me, speaking of being thirsty, this video is sponsored by Air Up. Folks, if you've never heard of Air Up, you listen here. Air Up is a completely new and unique hydration experience. With Air Up, you can easily stay hydrated every single day with plain old regular tap water, while also experiencing a wide variety of delicious flavors without the sugars and additives with the use of scent-based taste. I've always struggled with drinking my daily amount of water, but ever since I started using Air Up, I haven't missed a day. No, I feel better, I'm peeing more, but that's a good thing. And look, I know people are skeptical about Air Up. I was as well. But let me tell you, I got this basil lemon flavored flavor pod right now in my Air Up bottle, and all I have to do is pull up on the pod to activate it, and now it seriously tastes like I'm drinking water with fresh basil and lemon. But I'm only smelling it, dude. It's crazy. And the best way to try it for yourself is to try it for yourself. And now is the perfect time because it's the holiday season, dude. Now is the time to buy things for other people while also buying things for yourself because you might as well, right? So start your holiday shopping early and save up to 30% with their holiday bundles. But don't drag your feet because they're only there for a limited amount of time. So you gotta get them while you can. And seriously, one of the coolest parts about Air Up is letting my friends and family try it whenever they're at my house. And seriously, everybody I've seen try Air Up for the first time has been blown away by it. So click the link in my description to take advantage of these amazing promotions Air Up has going on right now and forever be remembered as the best gift giver in your entire family. Thank you so much to Air Up for sponsoring this video. Back to me.
We were talking about the Harry Potter theme park. The rides were fun, other than the fact that I got a nosebleed on the Hippogriff ride. But that's only because I was on Accutane at the time, so I'm not going to blame Harry Potter for that. The people in this level of the iceberg probably also go to King's Cross Station in London on September 1st, where a huge crowd forms at 9 in the morning, because that's when they announce the train leaving for Hogwarts in the station. The train doesn't actually leave, because it doesn't exist, because Hogwarts isn't a real place. But holy shit, dude, look at how many goddamn people are there in that station. Imagine like rushing to catch your train because you have a really important job interview coming up, and when you finally get to the station, there's like thousands of people there, and they're all just like, Locomoto Apiro. Or even worse, dude, what if you were like an actual wizard trying to get to Hogwarts, but there was all these fucking people in the way, so you missed the train, so you gotta go steal your buddy's dad's flying car, and then you end up crashing the whip into the Whomping Willow. Then what? Then what? Sorry, back to the Harry Potter theme park really quick. I think Universal Studios is much better than any Disney park because they got Simpsons Land and I like drinking Duff beer. But still, dude, there's people who've had like guerrilla-style weddings in the wizarding world of Harry Potter when they're not allowed to do that there. And there's also people who go to this park every single day. And you know, I start judging this shit like crazy, and then I see a video like this, where it's someone crying the entire time they're at Harry Potter World because they're so happy. And then I feel like an asshole. Maybe being a Potterhead isn't so bad. If a piece of media can bring someone this much happiness, then maybe there's nothing wrong with it at all. Maybe we just need to accept some people. Oh wait, sorry, I just remembered the last level of the iceberg. Disregard what I was just saying. Let's keep going. The second last level we have is they genuinely believe Harry Potter is real. They write their own Harry Potter fan fictions. They call people muggles, unironically. Well into their 30s, but still waiting on a Hogwarts acceptance letter in the mail. Actually enjoys the Fantastic Beasts films? Question mark, question mark, question mark? The last line is the most egregious of all because that movie sucked. I watched it on a plane. I've never wanted to skydive so bad in my life. And this level of the iceberg is the point of no return for Potterheads. This is when the delusion fully consumes them and they genuinely believe that they are legitimate wizards. Like this. Let's look at this one Facebook post from Potterheads for Life. Harry Potter International Day. In memory of all those who died during the Hogwarts battle. Today is May 2nd, the day of the Battle of Hogwarts. The day that Harry, Ron, and Hermione snuck back into Hogwarts and destroyed the Horcruxes. The day that Harry finally defeated Voldemort. The day we could see the real courage and sacrifice. We will never forget everyone who fought in the war and all those who died. Fred Weasley, Nymphadora Tonks, Remus Lupin, Colin Creevey, Severus Snape, and many more. Let's raise our wands for those who fought and died. Remember, May 2nd, 1998. And these next comments are great. This is a fictional event. Please read another book. And that's from Carl Boom Boom. Carl Boom Boom. No, it's not. Carl Boom. Where'd I get the fucking Boom Boom from? Straight up can't read. I'm a Hufflepuff, man. We're fucking dumb. And then in response to Carl Boom Boom, Nathan says, Carl, you do realize that the Ministry of Magic modified all of the Muggles' memories so they would not remember this historic event, right? You do realize you had your memory erased by the Ministry of Magic, but even though me telling you that they did that sort of negates any effect that they had. Right? I totally get, submersing yourself into a piece of media, as a form of escapism and stuff. But like, it's wild to genuinely believe that Hogwarts exists, dude. I talked about this in my Internet's Most Absurd Lies video, but someone posted a video saying that they actually received an acceptance letter from Hogwarts. And they were being 100% serious. Like, there are people out there who genuinely think Harry Potter is real. And I don't think it's like funny or cute. At a certain level, it's like
harmful, I think. And you'll agree after you read this. I found a Reddit post in r/Harry Potter that is super messed up. If it's real, I hope it's not. I hope I'm getting fucking pranked, but here it is. Since our daughter was 5 and my wife and I first started reading her the Harry Potter books, we have told her that she is a witch and that the wizarding world is real. She is almost 8, and as her questions have gotten deeper, we've kept building the illusion with more details about our family, genealogy, and its connection to book characters, stories about times we use magic, and the life and moral lessons we learned about it. She has processed many difficult subjects like racism, climate change, and even the coronavirus through this lens. Before other parents judge or lecture, we know it's gaslighting and that eventually she'll be disappointed and have trust issues with us when she learns the truth. We justify it that we are adding magic to her childhood and giving her motivation to reach her full magical potential, since she needs to study hard to be accepted to Hogwarts. We've asked serious questions of her teachers, and they think it's more awesome and creative than damaging. At the very worst case, my take is that it's analogous to children being raised to believe that traditional religious stories are true, and that when the truth hits, it will teach her to ask critical questions and not accept everything she hears or reads at face value. Just absolutely diabolical parenting. This is literally a villain origin story for this child. This is how Voldemorts are made. When this kid actually finds out magic isn't real, they're gonna be so angry and betrayed, they're gonna be like, and then nothing's gonna happen because magic isn't real. Also, to compare it to religion and frame it as like a weird lesson to never take things at face value, dude, what a fucking terrible lesson for your child. You're dumb for believing us. We're your parents. You should never believe a word we tell you. Got it? Okay. We love you. This is like a modern version of Plato's allegory of the cave. But instead of an allegory, it's just someone's life. This is like being the last kid that believes in Santa, but a million times worse. Like, I feel like this could escalate to something like really dangerous. Hey Dad, up here! Check it out! Oh my god, what are you doing up there? Get down, right now! No, it's okay, Dad, I'm gonna fly, just like you told me. Here we go! Hey, whoa, 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 oh my god! I can't watch! Oh my gosh, I can see everything from up here. Oh my god, you're flying! You're really flying! You are a wizard! No, I think I died when I hit the ground. I'm going to heaven. Yeah. Bye. Looks like I'm gonna be in the doghouse. And I think the Potterheads at this level take their Hogwarts houses way too seriously as well. I've seen a lot of posts where people will put their like Hogwarts house in their like Tinder and Hinge bios, which I don't know what would compel you to do that. But I also found a YouTube video titled, "These Harry Potter YouTubers have something to say." When I saw that, I was like, damn dude, this is gonna be some hard-hitting shit. This is gonna be some serious stuff they're covering. Let's see what they have to say.
One thing that really annoys me about being in Slytherin is that people think we are all bad. Just because we are in Slytherin does not make us bad people.
Our house mascot is a blimmin' eagle. It is not a raven.
Be called a fake fan from being in Gryffindor because people always assume that you're in Gryffindor house because Harry, Ron and Hermione are in Gryffindor.
I think other houses are favorited over Hufflepuff because if you're a Hufflepuff then you're weak or you can't do this or you can't do that.
One thing that really annoys me is when I say I'm in the Slytherin house, people think it means I'm in the house of Voldemort.
The stereotypical image of us is asking for more homework. Who even asks for more homework?
Hufflepuffs are often the butt of jokes. I don't think anyone has heard more jokes about any other house at Hufflepuff.
We are so misunderstood and it drives me insane.
Dude, none of that is real. It's so fucking funny, dude, to make an emotional video where you all like defend yourselves from the people who criticize the arbitrary labels you've given to yourself. Guys, like if being in a Hogwarts house is this sad and confusing and misrepresentative of what you are, stop. Stop it. Stop labeling yourself as that, dude. Gryffindors aren't just brave and courageous. We're also cool and have a lot of money. The Potterheads at this level of the iceberg will do anything to insert themselves into the Harry Potter universe. And what's the best way to do that? fan fiction. I want to start off by saying there's nothing wrong with writing fan fiction. There are a lot of great fan fictions that are comparable to the source material in terms of quality. Like, for example, a fan fiction titled All the Young Dudes, fan fiction set in the Harry Potter universe that is over 500,000 words long, and it's also created an entire fan base of its own, centered around the older characters in the series' lives as young adults. With any fandom, there's good fan fiction and there's questionable fan fiction. Guys, I could have made an entire video strictly about Harry Potter fan fiction, but I've picked one to take a quick look at. I found a short story titled Harry Potter and the Tumbling Towers. It takes place on September 11th, 2001, and it's about Hermione rushing to New York to save Ron when she finds out about the 9/11 attacks. I'll read a few excerpts. 11th September 2001. Just as she was placing a piece of bread in the toaster, the voice of the newscaster on the television caused her to suddenly drop her cup, which shattered at her feet. We've just received breaking news from the US. Only moments ago, Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. The plane had departed from Portland, Maine, and was scheduled to land in Boston, Massachusetts. American sources say this sudden event could possibly be a terrorist attack. So many thoughts were rushing through her head, making her weak in the knees and forcing her to sit down in the nearest chair. Ron was in New York. He had told her that he would be underground most of the time, but not all the time. Why hadn't she asked for more information? What if Ron had been above ground when the plane hit? What if, for whatever reason, he had been the North Tower when it had hit? Spoiler alert, they both escaped the collapse of the Twin Towers. But here's another little paragraph. 11 September 2001, 9:59 a.m. So why were you by the World Trade Center? Asked Hermione weakly, her anguish-filled eyes searching his. Well, we've planted some spies throughout the city above ground to see if they could find where the Death Eaters were. A few days ago, one of them came back and reported that he had spotted a few Death Eaters in an alleyway by the Twin Towers. When the first plane hit, I was already above ground. But shortly after the second plane hit, I saw you outside the South Tower. I had no idea why you would be here, or if it was even possible for you to be here, but I knew it was you, even from the back. Okay, dude, this rocks. Okay, I know they just announced that they're rebooting the Harry Potter series as a television show. Please include this. I need an entire movie about Harry, Ron, and Hermione tracking down the people responsible for the 9/11 attacks, dude. Dude, at one point in the movie, Harry is just like, Osama bin Laden! Holy shit. Think of all like the Fred and George twin jokes they could make in it too. Please, J.K. Rowling, please include that. We'll forgive you if you do that. I mean, we won't, but please do it anyway. Okay, holy shit. We've covered a lot of ground so far, and I appreciate you watching if you're still here. And now it's time to talk about the final level of the Potterhead iceberg. And I know what you're thinking. We just talked about a Harry Potter 9/11 fanfiction. Can it get any crazier than that? Yes. Yes, it can. In this final level, I put 3 words. Snape wives, shifting, Draco talk. These are 3 different sub-communities within the Harry Potter fandom that are truly bonkers to me, and I seriously cannot believe that they're real. First up, Snape wives. Strange Aeons made a really great in-depth video about this community, so if you want like a deep dive into that community specifically, go check out that video after this video. But here's a definition. The Snape wives, also known as Snapists, are a group of women in Harry Potter fandom who believe that they channel Severus Snape, allow his spirit to inhabit their bodies and speak to him, are engaged in romantic relationships with him, and see him as a vital spiritual guide for their daily lives. They practice Snape, a new religious movement centered on Snape. They believe Severus Snape is not simply a character in the Harry Potter books, but an omniscient and immortal deity, and in fact believe that the books were written because J.K. Rowling was channeling Snape. I should say that the Snape wives community doesn't really exist anymore, at least not publicly. They were most active in 2006 on LiveJournal, but these middle-aged women would Photoshop pictures of themselves with Professor Snape, and they'd all take turns marrying him and talking to him, and even going as far as worshiping him as like a godlike being. Professor Snape, like the potions instructor from the books. The Snape wives also believed that Snape was always watching over them. Here's a little excerpt from one of the Snape wives' live journal about her encounters with Snape. In a dramatic tale, he took away a hairband from her and later returned it. Rose recounts tossing her hairband on the floor and being unable to locate it afterwards. times. She realized, my darling was teaching me not to throw. Thank you, darling. Yeah, you lost something and then you found it again. Must have been Snape. Dude, this is such an interesting way to go through life. When anything remotely strange happens to you, you just automatically assume it's the work of some otherworldly, all-powerful entity that has control over everything. Oh, wait. Sorry, a lot of people live their lives that way. But who knows, man? Miracles can occur. Maybe every good thing that has happened to us throughout all of history is because of Severus Snape from the Harry Potter franchise. Here's another example. Snape seems to be particularly useful during burglaries. One of Tanya's non-specified friends was aided by him in such an event. She was being robbed and Severus shoved her down and caused the lights to go out. She said she clearly heard his voice telling her to stay down. Unfortunately, Tanya was robbed at work when she failed to heed Snape's advice about not opening the door late at night. In a more fortunate scenario, Tanya was saved by Snape when she was home alone in the early hours of the morning. She heard him scream, "Girl, get up and get a knife now!" I love picturing Snape as like a slightly annoyed drag queen. Girl, get up and get a knife now! And don't fuck it up. But Snape also apparently made his presence known in the physical world pretty frequently. Snape makes his presence in the physical world known in a variety of subtle ways, including through the weather. On January 9th, Tanya looked at her window after being commanded to by Snape. She saw an S shape in the form of fog on the glass. She later found out that Snape's birthday is on January 9th. Strange S-shapes continued to appear in unexpected places after this event. For example, in a vivid recount of March 15th, 2008, Tanya conveyed her excitement of a day spent with Snape's presence. She received a variety of signs from him, such as a string from her carpet forming the letter S. Conchita looked out of a bus window upon a nearly cloudless sky and saw an S formation there also. She kept looking at the cloud S until it vanished, making her miss her stop by some distance. Dude, if a bunch of S's means that Snape is around, these women would have freaked the fuck out if they saw my 3rd grade notebook. I drew that cool looking S a million times a day. Dude, imagine like a Snape wife going to the zoo and seeing like a snake enclosure. Oh, cool, a python. Oh my god, that's so many. As weird as it is to start a religion based off a fictional character, it's not the first time that it's been done, so, you know, I can't really make fun of it, I guess. And it seemed to bring these women a bunch of joy. So I'm officially converting, okay? I'm a Snape husband now. You hear that, Snape? I got a half-blood prince right here for you, bro. Okay, the next section of the final level is shifting. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I already made a whole podcast episode about this, and I also talked about it in my Internet's Most Absurd Lies video. But TLDR, there are people out there who claim to have the ability to shift to a reality where Hogwarts is real and they live out their lives as a Hogwarts student, often spending months at a time in their alternate reality. If you're there for that long, I don't think it's shifting anymore, okay? Shift? More like caps lock? Because why would you shift for months when you could just press caps lock? And also they're capping. And the last part of the iceberg that we're going to talk about is a little community on TikTok called Draco Talk. And this community highlights the biggest issue I've seen with the fandom. Draco Talk is a community of people either cosplaying as Draco Malfoy or thirsting over the character of Draco Malfoy. You know, some are weird, some are cringe, but some are just terrible. Super funny thing to say when you dress up in a maid outfit. I'm gonna tell my dad. Also, here's this great video of what it's like to be in a 7-year relationship with Draco Malfoy. Yay. Seems like he doesn't like you that much. Ladies, don't settle, okay? Wait until you find a man who takes 5 years to hold your hand. And look, you can do whatever you want on TikTok. You can make whatever content that you want to make. But my issue is with the thirst trap edits. More specifically, my issue is with adults on TikTok thirsting over a character who's like at the oldest 17. Some of these videos, the character of Draco Malfoy is like 13 years old, dude. And there's people in their 20s making like romance edits of them. What the fuck? Don't do that, obviously, right? Azkaban. Go to Azkaban. And it's not just with Draco Malfoy either. Dude, his name is Harry, not Harry, okay? Harry Potter is a little boy. What are you fucking doing, dude? What's next? A fucking Tommy Pickles thirst trap? You do a fucking Caillou striptease? Like, this is fucking weird, right? This is a kid's fantasy novel series. What is happening? I know this is a very small percentage of the fandom, but it's still happening and it's fucking gross. These characters should not be sexualized at all, but it happens more than it should. Like this Reddit exchange, for example. As a Snamione shipper, this scene is pure gold, too. A Snamione shipper. If you didn't catch that, that's Snape and Hermione. In the 6th book, Hermione is 16. And in the same book, Snape is 38. Bro, what the hell, dude? At least now we know what the S that was shown to all the Snape wives stands for. Statutory. Okay, that concludes my Potterhead iceberg, but it would feel wrong to end this video without hearing what it's like to be a Potterhead from an actual Potterhead. I gotta hear it from the hippogriff's mouth. I reached out to a ton of Harry Potter content creators, and they pretty much all declined or just didn't respond, which is fine. You know, they're probably busy sweating their balls off in Orlando, Florida. But the more I thought about it, the more I figured the Potterhead I talked to should be a fan who is trying to make Harry Potter more inclusive and LGBTQ plus friendly. And in my research, I found a not-for-profit fan-made web series called The Rise of the Order that puts the LGBTQI plus community at the forefront. I reached out to their team and was connected with Ash, the actor playing young Remus Lupin in the film. So here's my interview with a Potterhead. Enjoy. Okay, welcome everybody to Hogwarts Radio. We're just waiting for our guest today in the studio, Ash, to appear in this magical picture frame. Also, one announcement I've been told to make to the owner of a brown Nimbus 2000. Your broom is currently being towed, and by towed I mean it's been turned into a toad. So I'm sorry about that. Oh, looks like our guest is here. Okay, wow, looks like our guest Ash is materializing right in front of us.
Hello.
Yeah, you have to do that with your hands for the spell to work.
It wouldn't work otherwise. Some say that wizards need wands. I just need jazz hands.
Yeah, you have 10 little wands.
I have 10 little wands.
Thank you so much for coming on and talking to me. I've been yapping over here for a while about Potterheads without really getting a nice insider opinion, so I appreciate it. Do you want to just introduce yourself really quick?
I'm Ash, and I play Remus Lupin in The Rise of the Order, which is a Marauders fan film. I don't know if you've talked on it already, but the Marauders is kind of like a little subsection of Potterheads, but it's kind of a bit separated as well. So it's more the generation before Harry Potter.
Okay, great. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Ash, would you describe yourself as a Potterhead?
I think I used to definitely say Potterhead more. Now I just say I'm a Marauders fan. But
gotcha.
I definitely, I love the world of Harry Potter. So that's kind of, I fit the criteria.
So what was it about, the Harry Potter franchise that originally, was appealing to you?
I think, so obviously Harry Potter's been kind of something that was there since my childhood, and it was just this magical world. It was one of the first book series I read, and I fell in love like most people do with Harry Potter. It's just such a you can kind of see yourself there, you know? As I've grown older, the reason that I've stuck with this magical world is that I've found places in the fandom that I can see more representation that isn't just this little tight thing that you find in the actual books.
So yeah, obviously what I wanted to touch on, it's pretty crazy because I feel like now it's like saying in the movies and books, it's like you can't say Voldemort, right? Like you can't say his name and shit, right?
Yeah.
But now I feel like it's gotten to you can't say J.K. Rowling anymore. Nobody wants to she has become...
No one wants to speak the devil's name.
She has become the villain. With all of her transphobic turf shit, it's it's gotten really, I feel like it's gotten really weird and difficult for Harry Potter fans. Do you think there is a way for people to be a Potterhead today while also disagreeing with what J.K. Rowling stands for?
Yeah, I definitely think though. So fuck, sorry.
Sorry, I was casting a mumbling spell on you.
I think it really depends on you've got to do it right. You can't just ignore it. You can't just pretend that there isn't the history behind J.K. Rowling, and that's actually a present thing happening today, is that she is actively against trans people and supporting anti-trans groups and stuff. So I think it's not something that can be ignored. But there is a right way to do it. I make it very vocal that I don't support her views, but it's not only that I don't support her views, I also don't support her like money-wise anymore. I don't fund anything that I know is going to go into her pockets, and just making sure that if you have a platform where you're engaging in Harry Potter related things, you're making it clear that you don't support those views.
Okay, yeah, and I guess that it's true. It's like with how big Harry Potter has gotten, I guess it's so easy to find people who make their own like custom like Harry Potter merch too, and it's probably better than the official shit anyway. So
exactly, like supporting small businesses that like have their own merchandise that's not official is great, and that's what I personally do.
I want to touch back on what you mentioned earlier. You're playing young Remus
Lupin
in a series called The Rise of the Order.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about that for a little bit. What's like the overall goal with that project?
Yeah, so The Rise of the Order is the main goal is to kind of show this world of Harry Potter with representation that we didn't get to see as kids. So we've got diverse range of cast, like in terms of LGBTQ spec, different ethnicities, like it's just a very wide range of a cast where we're representing characters that we wish we had seen when we were a kid as well. It's a not-for-profit because obviously if it was, then we would have to give money to J.K. Rowling. So we're very much, we are very openly against her views. We have it all on our website and it's, yeah.
Cool. So do you have like a release date in mind yet, or?
Yeah, so I think it'll be next year sometime. We're hoping for early next year, like first quarter, but not sure exactly yet. The release date's not out.
Cool. And that will just be like on YouTube or like on the website?
Yeah.
Or
YouTube.
Okay, awesome. Go fucking follow them. Go check it out. Go support money not going to JK. Ash, thank you again for taking the time to talk to me. And if there's any final message you want to give out to Hogwarts Radio, because that's what I said at the beginning. That's where we are.
Just be yourself and don't let people who have positions of power because of content that they've made, don't let them define you. Separate yourself from that and live your truth.
Hell yeah.
I know that was deep.
Thanks again, Ash.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, there you go. Whoa. Holy shit.
All right, it seems someone may have cast a haircut spell on me. Well, folks, that concludes our deep dive into Potterheads. As long as this video is, I feel like it easily could have been twice as long. Trust me, I really tried to condense it to the most interesting stuff that I found. In conclusion, I think the Harry Potter fandom is in a really interesting spot right now. The main movie series has been done for over 10 years now, and any attempt at a new movie in the Harry Potter franchise has been a flop. All that paired with the fact that the author is a proud transphobe, I honestly think we've seen the peak of the fandom. And I think when it comes to separating the art from the artist, like what Ash said, there are ways to continue being a Potterhead without supporting J.K. Rowling. And after talking with Ash and learning about, projects like The Rise of the Order, it made me feel good about just the future in general. This group of young people had this huge amount of love for this franchise that they no longer felt safe or accepted in. So they were just like, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Fucking thing sucks!
And that's fucking badass, dude. And I think it's like an extra slap in the face to J.K. Rowling because that's literally a plot to one of the Harry Potter novels. In the Order of the Phoenix, everyone's trying to like control the students and all their opinions are being ignored and invalidated. So the Hogwarts students all say, fuck it, we'll just do it ourselves.
Fucking thing sucks!
And it's just so weird because obviously I can't deny the positive effect the Harry Potter franchise had on my life growing up. And although it's difficult to navigate being a Potterhead today, it will never be as difficult as navigating King's Cross Station on September 1st. But all jokes aside, Potterheads may seem cringy or weird from an outsider's perspective, but if you try to empathize with them, and if you look hard enough, you might see the letter S. And that means Snape is looking after you.
Turn to page 394.
Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please press the like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you think about being a Potterhead today. And also, buy my comedy special for crying out loud. Seriously, it's super funny. It premieres tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, but if you can't get there tonight at 8 p.m., it's all good. It'll be available to buy and stream until November 24th. But I'll be there in the chat tonight at 8 p.m., so I will see you there. It's gonna be so much fun. I hope you enjoy it. If not, sorry. Okay, I would stick around, but unfortunately, you gotta go buy my special. See ya.
It's time!
Folks, 2 years ago, I made a video called Barbie vs. Bratz, where I pitted two, is it pitted? Right.
What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's very good to see you again. See what happens when you subscribe? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. So press that subscribe button for an extra greeting. Dudes, it looks different in here, I know. We got a new filming setup, you know, big things, very big, exciting things. Look at that thing. I'm a real YouTuber now, because now that's in the background. Now we're in this new filming space. I think it's time to do a little tribute to my old setup. You guys don't have to worry about that stain on the wall anymore, because God knows I got so many comments about it, so goodbye, stain on the wall. I'll miss you, but nobody else will. If you can't tell from the title, we're going to be talking about a certain group of entertainers. You know, ones that walk around and do their tricks and fool you. We're not going to be talking about just magicians in general, because hey, if you're a magician, good for you. That's so great. Do those tricks, baby. We're just going to be talking about a certain type of magician that is just the worst. Very bad. I want to make this very clear, okay? I'm not hating on magic, okay? Magic is great, magic is fun, you know? We all went to our friend Steven's 8th birthday party and that one magician was there and he did a great job. I was like, wow. You know, we were all there. I'm gonna be honest, I was obsessed with Criss Angel when I was like 12. I was like, this guy's actually magic, he has superpowers. Why aren't more people freaking out about this? I would watch David Blaine. You know, I was like, I actually like wanted to be a magician for like a good few months. And then I realized how much work it is, and I was like, nah, I'll just play video games instead. But I loved it so much, my mom bought me one of Criss Angel's how-to DVDs for Christmas one year. Yeah, that's true. That's not a lie, unfortunately. I want to see if I can remember it, because I practiced for so long. So let's try it out. Okay, so I have this can of ginger ale. Open it. Okay, I fucked up. You put it in the bottom and then you hold it and then you're supposed to open it. It's supposed to fall in when you open it, but it doesn't fit. This is bullshit. When I was younger, I could do this, and now they changed the size of cans.
I cannot believe it.
You see, that was fun, wasn't it? Magic is awesome. You know, it's all, whoa, how did he do that? Hey, that is my card. Hey, that's mine. Give it back. Now that I've established that I don't have a problem with magicians walking around tricking folks, if you're a magician and you're making crappy online content, it's still crappy online content. Doesn't make it okay that it's magic. Whoa. Now I'm gone. Cool. We're gonna look at a few Instagram magicians. We're gonna start with the one that I find the best, or least shitty, and then make our way to the absolute worst. Now without further ado, abracadabra. Now I got my phone. Whoa, magic, baby. Are you ready? The first magician who we're going to talk about is, his name is Julius Dean. Here's an example of one of his videos.
What colour are my sunglasses? Yellow. Really?
You see, it seems genuine. The only really negative things about this is the hurricane that's going on, because holy shit, that's the windiest video I've ever heard. Like, the guy who's probably holding onto the phone like, fuck man, it's so fucking windy, dude, why are we filming this? The other thing that might be considered bad is obviously the clickbait with a, you know, a pretty girl in the thumbnail. So that happens, you know, but that's Instagram. You gotta get those double taps somehow. Your regular magic doesn't work anymore. You gotta have a bikini. That's that ginger ale coming to hang out. So, Julius, hey, I don't have a problem with you. Keep doing your magic. It seems like you're just a good magician, and that's great. Okay, so now we're gonna get a little bit shittier. The next magician we're gonna look at goes by the name of Magic Jack. His bio says, your sister's favorite magician, and I don't believe that, okay? So I'm gonna call my sister right now and see, okay? Okay, so I have my sister Kylie on the phone to prove this fucking Magic Jack guy wrong. So, Kylie, who is your favorite magician?
Probably Chris Angel.
Wow! So Magic Jack is fucking lying to the world. Great. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kylie.
No problem.
Kurtis and his sister, 1, Magic Jack, no, 0. Why was I gonna say 2? He doesn't have...
Hey, I'm winning, okay?
Okay, well first off, this guy has the word illusionist tattooed on his neck, so... You know, we already know he's gonna be a champ. He's gonna be great and cool and good. We already know that. His Instagram name wasn't enough to let people know, but you have to get your occupation on your neck, dude. Jeez. Hey, what's up? I'm Magic Jack. Oh, hey, nice to meet you, Magic Jack. Are you a magician? Wait. How did you know that? Nothing like getting your occupation tattooed on your neck, dude. I'm gonna get fucking YouTuber right there. Let's watch this one with this great thumbnail. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he actually licks this girl's butt in this video.
I'm gonna show you something that a magician showed me the other day. Hold on to that for me. We're gonna pretend that the King of Diamonds is your card. Once you have the spectator's card on the bottom of the deck, you wanna draw a little door just on the box of playing cards. Now, once you've done that, you take the deck and you put it right back in the box, just like that, with their card on the bottom. Now look, what he showed me is you can use this, and you can actually just kind of peep, and look, you can figure out which card is their card. But look, you want to close it. You want to close it so they don't know what you're doing. And now look, check this out. The weird part about this whole thing is you can just take it and just kind of look, you can wipe it away like it was never even there. Hey, big magic, you dig?
So that's his thing that he does at the end of every video.
Hey, big magic, you dig?
Like trying to be like cool and trendy and hip, but you do tricks? You do magic tricks? Yo, what's up, dude? You wanna get fucking goofed? You wanna get tricked, dude? I can't wait to fucking get you later. Like, you can't be cool and do magic, okay? Just do magic, because magic is cool, you know? Also, he didn't even lick the girl's butt in the video. You know, it was just for the thumbnail. Which is so weird. How do you ask that question? Now that I did my fun little trick for you, I just gotta get a thumbnail for the video. Okay, that's fine. Should I just go like, whoa, or like, should I just go like, oh my god, or like, how should we do this? Am I just I was actually thinking I could bite your butt cheek. Is that cool? Can I? Please? Please? This next thumbnail, he's getting like a lap dance by some strippers, cause you know, magic.
Alright, I got a deck of cards. Go ahead and just call out stop for me. Just say stop. Right there, I want to see your cards, but look at it, and show her, and show the camera, Now, look, I don't know if you noticed, but earlier I did something. Look, if you turn around, you can face the mirror, you can see, look, I actually...
Oh my god, that's my card!
Is that your card?
Yeah!
Hey!
Funny how they shook. Pulling back the curtain by myself, take a look. Hey, I'm a bar spitter. I'm a hard...
What am I watching? What the fuck just happened? Dude, there's so many questions I have. Oh, I'm gonna lose sleep over this, dude. What the fuck did I just watch? It was like an out-of-body experience. Am I having a stroke? Am I having a stroke? Obviously, it's fucking fake. That is my card. Time to shake my ass. Hey, guy with the violin who is here for some reason, come on in. Houdini's fucking turning in his grave right now. And shaking his ass. If I were to show this Instagram video to Houdini, he'd be like,
what the fuck is Instagram?
Because, you know, he died a long time ago. A big yikes to Magic Jack. He's my sister's least favorite comedian, okay? Next up is the magician known as Kevin Lee. Some of his videos, dude, are so bad and cringy and fake, and I can't stand them at all. So, let's take a peek at some. It's got that Snapchat thing over it and says, never do this to Bae.
Hey babe, can we go to Hawaii, like now?
Yeah, close your eyes. Imagine there's a nice breeze next to the ocean, and there's a wave!
Are you serious?
Do you still want to go?
It's pretty obvious that this is fake, but the dead giveaway is the punch. Nobody punches like that. I mean, I wouldn't know. I've never really been in a fight, and I've never really punched anyone, but if you're gonna go... No, that's not right. Like, that's not even magic. That's just throwing cards in your girlfriend's face. LOL. That's just being a douche. But this next video you'll see, he does like fake, like staged magic tricks, and the whole appeal of magic and street magic is like, it's a random person, they're doing a cool trick, they're like showing their skill, and it's like, wow, it's actually really impressive because it does take a lot of work to be good at magic, okay? Like I said, I'm not bashing on magic, I'm bashing on shitty content about magic. That's the issue here. It's like, you're taking away the one impressive thing about magic, like the realness of it, and like the spontaneity and like the actual like reaction that people get, you know? And just staging it for your fucking stupid ass Instagram page. The caption for this is, when Bay is a magician, hard eyes. You know, he's so relatable, dude. If I had a dime every time Bay was a magician, I'd have so many dimes, dude. I'd be drowning in dimes, my guy.
Just finished a great workout.
Water.
What the heck?
Wait, what?
And the Grammy goes to, just finished a great workout. Water. Hey, what the heck? Kevin, quit being magic!
Babe, look. Boom!
I look like a Joker now!
You look fine. Let's go, let's go.
Are you gonna wear that?
What's wrong with it?
Can you change?
Fine, saying, jeez. Does that look better?
How did you just do that?
Oh, damn, I look cute.
What's the point, you know? What's the point of that? Like, sure, the magic tricks are impressive, I'm not saying they're not, but don't get your girlfriend to pretend react to them. Okay, so this next one is called When You Take It Too Far.
Was this your card?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I'm gonna change it into your card.
Yeah, okay, if you can change that to my card, I'll give you my phone and my wallet.
Phone and your wallet?
Yeah.
Let's raise the stakes. I'll take your girlfriend instead. Give your card?
Yeah.
2, 3.
What the
Is that it? Good deal, man.
So what else can you do?
I'll show you.
Have fun, Marissa. Yeah, joke's on you, I'm gay.
Wow, dude, comedy gold, dude. If I'll get your card right, I'll take your girlfriend, because she doesn't have any free will of her own, and I'm just gonna say that. Done. My girlfriend is my property, and I can agree to that. It's not up to her. Hey girl, come with me now. Leave your boyfriend for me, cause I did a trick. Come on. Come on. Come on. If you're a magician, just go on a street, go to someone who's like down to see a trick, do the trick, and that's it, okay? That's all you need to do. You don't need to take someone's girl, you don't need to fucking get a stripper to twerk on your face because a 4 of diamonds is on her ass. Like, you don't need to do all that shit. Just be a magician, okay? Please, let's make magic great again. Okay, sorry. Okay, so next up we have the worst magician out of all of them. The shittiest one of all, King Shit. And his name is Jabrizi. Let's take a look at one of his videos.
Hi guys, this is Jabrizi, the magician I was telling you guys about. Yes?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
How much is that?
20,000.
What you think about it?
Is it for me?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay.
Check this out, you don't like it. Ready? Alright, so look.
Here, I don't know how he does this. I watch it all the time. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. Jabrizi! I mean, I just met the kid.
Call the police!
And this one actually seems like real. That guy's reaction is, I believe that. Like, he was just like laughing along with it because there's no way that that would be real. And the girl, for some reason, says, I just met him, even though she said she watches it all the time and stuff. So that didn't really make any sense. I want to know where these guys get these girls for their videos. Like, are there photo shoots they go to and like find girls to trick and stuff and be in their videos? There's some sort of like online casting website for shitty Instagram videos. I want to know. Okay, fair warning, this is the cringiest thing ever, so prepare for that. This is Girlfriend Reacts to Magic.
Baby girl, I have a pack of M&Ms here. They turn into, watch this.
That was so cool!
That was so cool! If I saw someone turn M&Ms into gum, I'd be like, wow. I kinda wanted those, but great.
Watch this.
You gotta stop.
Baby, take the money, take the money!
Take the money! Don't throw it at me, I'm not a stripper!
What the fuck, man? Like, that was their attempt at, like, comedy for the video, for, like, a funny fucking, like, punchline in there. Don't throw the money on me!
I'm not a stripper! I bet you can't solve this.
And get this to me.
Oh my god! god! Get out of here!
Dude, the acting in this is so bad and cringy. I bet you can't solve this. I fucking bet you can't solve that, dude. You can't, your camera's rolling, right? Okay, yeah, good. I bet you can't solve this. And the whole time he's doing it, she's standing there like... No one makes that face. No one makes that face, ever. Fuck, he solved a Rubik's Cube. He's a fucking magic genius, dude. He's not only magic, but he's genius, dude. He's like if Houdini and Einstein fucked. It's insane, dude.
Where'd it go? What?
Hold up, it gets even better.
What?
Did you clean your ears today?
What?
Oh yeah, hold on, watch.
Oh my god! Jabri!
Bad thing.
Are you ready? Oh my god, okay, that's all I can really take of this stuff. In conclusion, if you're a magician out there and you're doing magic normally, great, good job. But if you're out there making crappy internet content with fake reactions and just strippers for the sake of having strippers, then stop. It's just straight up lying to people. Don't try to make magic something that it's not, okay?
Just do magic.
That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and obviously press the subscribe button for an extra greeting at the beginning of every video. Also, check the links in the description. I'll have all my social media stuff in there, as well as my weekly podcast that I do, and I also have a Patreon for that podcast. You can get early access to the episodes, private Discord channels where we talk about random shit. It's a good old time, you know? Become a citizen of Kurtis Town. It's a lot of fun. It's a great place to live. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. Okay, see ya. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to see more from me, just click the videos on screen, and please don't forget to subscribe. I make weekly videos and they're so much fun. Alright, see you next time. Hey guys, before the video starts, I want to let you know I got some shows coming up. I'm going to the West Coast.
Turn it up. Let's go.
That's right, I'm going to Vancouver, Canada, Irvine, California, Ontario, California, and San Francisco, California. So if you're in those cities, dude, if you're around those areas and you want to come see me and come laugh, come on out. Tickets are available right now. Just check out the description and get them. Get them right now before they run away. All right, well, enjoy the video. See ya. I'm gonna need a bigger bow. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's so good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting. Folks, last video of the year. Wow. Holy smokes. Also the last extra greeting of the year, so do with that what you will. Since it's the last video of the year, I was thinking of doing like one of those recap videos, because I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers do that. But if I were to do that, it would be like, well, I sat in my spare room and complained about this guy, and then I sat in my spare room and complained about that guy, and then I sat in my spare room and complained about that other guy. So wouldn't be that entertaining. But seriously, this year has been fucking... It's been fucking. But seriously, this year has been fucking insane. Like, just so crazy. And I want to thank all of you guys, the lovely citizens of Kurtis Town, for an amazing year. We hit 1 million subscribers back in March, I believe, and now we're almost at 2 million. We're like 100,000 away, so that's absolutely crazy. So seriously, thank you so much. What else happened this year? Fuck. Oh, I released a tattoo collection with the company that I left to pursue YouTube full time, so that was pretty cool. I went on a huge 30-city tour with 2 of my best friends. Started doing my own little tours and shows and stuff, and those have been a lot of fun. There's a lot more lined up for 2020, and I'm also just realizing now that I said I wasn't going to do a recap video, but that's kind of literally what I just did. I just recapped what I did. No cap. That was a recap. But I feel like I can say with confidence that 2019 was like the best year of my life. Like so many amazing things happened. It was just good vibes all around. And I want to do something to commemorate. I want to do something to celebrate this year. You know, I want to make sure I remember 2019 for the rest of my life. And the best way to remember something is to put it on your skin forever, right? That's why people get tattoos, so they can remember certain things. You see this teapot tattoo right there? I didn't get it for my great-grandfather, who played a big role in my life, who passed away when I was younger, and he liked tea a lot. He liked drinking a lot of tea. No, that's not why at all. I got it so I can remember that teapots exist. And that's the tea on that. So a little while ago, I made a video called The Worst Tattoos You'll Ever See. And at the end of that video, I said that I wanted you guys to pick my next tattoo design. And I gotta come clean right now. Since that video, I got another tattoo, okay? So I guess you guys didn't pick my next tattoo from that, but you'll be picking my next one, and that's better, arguably. Also, I got a Gooby tattoo, so was it worth it? Who's to say?
Who's better than an old friend to help out when the road gets rocky?
Who better than an old friend to help out when the road gets rocky?
But yeah, in the description of that video, I left an email address for you guys to send me emails, artwork, suggestions, and all of that. And as you saw in the intro of this video, I got a lot of responses. It was overwhelming, to say the least. But I went through all of them. I went through all fucking, 1,500 emails. And I want to say really quick, I was so blown away by the fucking all the talented people that I saw in their artwork that they sent to me. Every other email I would see, it would be a crazy detailed sketch or a really unique art style, and it was it almost got annoying. Cool, we get it, we get it. You have a natural artistic abilities and you have a promising future ahead of you. Shut up already. So before I get into the final tattoos that I picked for my tattoo, I want to go through some honorable mentions super quick. So we got this one from Maddie Loff. So this is a drawing of me as a star-faced cowboy, which is the title of episode 21 of my podcast, which is available on Spotify and iTunes and YouTube, and all those links are in the description. But it's really well done. And I was considering it as a finalist, but I feel like if I'm going to have a picture of myself on me, I don't want it to look so good. I feel like I don't know, I just felt a little vain to me. So yeah, but Maddie, great job. Thank you so much. So cool. Next one we got is from Inky Swamp Boy, which is pretty crazy, because that was actually my nickname in elementary school, which is pretty nice. It's actually a pretty crazy coincidence. I used to do this thing where I would dip my whole body in squid ink and just kind of muck around in the local swamp. They'd be like, hey, there's Inky Swamp Boy, and I'd be like, but he made this incredible piece of artwork starring our Lord and Savior, Neil Breen. It's him passing out and spilling coffee all over his laptop, and it says, never Breen better. Just wow. Yeah, can we get a round of applause? I'm clapping with my ass. As much as I want this tattooed on me, I feel like to do it justice, it needs to be really big. It would have to be a full back piece, I think, and I'm not ready for that. Neil Breen's already on my mind 24/7. I don't need him on my back 24/7. It's a bit too much. And I want to mention, I got a lot of requests to get Baby Bunting tattooed on me, and listen, I have some very dumb tattoos, okay? I'm aware of that. Every time I sit down to poop, I have to look at Yee Yee and Gooby, and they're staring right back up at me when I go poo-poo. I have to live with that. But if every time I sat down to poo, I saw Baby Bunting's scary fucking face staring back up at me, I just wouldn't poo anymore. I wouldn't sit down and poo anymore. I just wear a diaper at all times, I think. And then I'd be the big baby. And then I'd be Baby Bunting. I don't want that. I don't want that. But we got some great submissions and great drawings of him, so good job. Baby Bunting Bobo.
Give me Baby Bunting Bobo.
And the drawings were great. All the sketches and everything were amazing. But the most fun I had was going through the emails that didn't have any art attached to them. It was just like, people just wrote their suggestion and that's it. Dude, they made me laugh so hard. Like this one, for example, from Grayson McLester. Hi, my name is Grayson. I'm 19 and from Raleigh, North Carolina. Koi fish eating a chocolate chip cookie. Amazing. I'm just picturing it, like, what if he just sent that to the wrong email by accident, you know? Like, what if you got that fucking email? Got a new email there, what's that? Grayson, North Carolina. Koi fish eating a what does it mean? Who is Grayson? Why is a koi fish eating or anything? What? I don't give a reason. Get it. There's like a cork board with like red yarn going between like koi fish and a fucking cookie in North Carolina. What does it all mean? So that's a great one, but I got another one, and this is definitely the one that made me laugh the hardest. This is the best email I've ever gotten in my life, and here it is. It's from Shanice Thompson. Eat cheese. Hey, dude. Huh? Hey, come again? So many questions. Is it a tattoo idea? Is it a request? A threat? I don't know. I'll never know. I think the best part of it is that there's like 3 spaces between eat and cheese. Like, it seems like they like took a pause when they were typing it, but they typed in their pause that they took. Like, okay, eat. What am I gonna have him eat? Oh, cheese, there we go. I might actually get that tattooed someday. Eat cheese. So after going through all the emails, I narrowed it down to 4 finalists, 4 possible tattoos for me to get. Quick shout out to Safia Nygaard. I basically stole this whole format from her, but she's great. But since I wanted like a tattoo to remember 2019, I wanted the tattoo to kind of be about like maybe like a video I made or like something I said in a podcast or something related to, you know, Kurtistown and everything, what I do, you know? So the first option I picked was this really cool doodle of me with a fat ass. I just really like the art style and how it looks. I think it's really cool, and I love the facial expression. It just kind of looks like even I'm surprised by how fat and juicy my cake is. Wow. The next option I went with is this cool like police deputy badge that says Kurtistown Mayor. This person, Annabelle Smith, made like a whole like flash sheet of tattoos, like possible tattoos for me to get. And they're all like crazy well done. And they have like reference some of my old vines and stuff in there too. The next one I picked is a really bad drawing of me done by Elliot. The world famous artist, Elliot. They never said their last name, so it could be Elliot Moose for all I know. And for all I know, it absolutely is. So yeah, I feel like this is the only way that I would get myself tattooed on me. It's like done really poorly, no shade, no tea. But there's also something kind of charming about it, you know? It's like kind of tongue-in-cheek, because it's like, you know, a lot of the jokes I say are pretty bad. So that was the third option, and the last option I picked was this cool drawing from Alice GM, who I guess is the general manager of every Alice in the world. So it's this dude with like a long neck, and it's saying like pardon. And I didn't realize it, but I guess like me saying pardon or like fucking pardon has like become a catchphrase of mine, which I didn't intend to happen at all. I think the first time I said it on my channel was the painfully out of focus video about pointless Twitter threads. But first of all, a fucking pardon. Since then, I get comments all the time about it. So I thought that would be like a cool way to remember 2019 as well. So those are the 4 options. I put them all in a poll in the YouTube community section like yesterday afternoon. 185,000 votes later, the tattoo that I'm gonna get is, drum roll please. It's none of the options. It's drum roll please written on my fucking forehead. Just kidding. Okay, drum roll please. I'm playing the drums with my ass. Kurtistown Mayor badge, yeah. All right. Sounds good to me. I'm stoked. This one looks sick. I'm fucking hyped to get it. I don't know where I'm gonna get it yet. It is currently, what fucking day is it? It is Thursday, December 19th, 10:30 p.m. My tattoo appointment is tomorrow at 10 a.m. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll see you in like 5 seconds, but see ya.
Kiwi, look at me. Of the breakdancing dad saga, but I guess not. So first off, Benny Hanna quote tweeted Elon's response from before. Wow, Elon just commented on my post. Love you, Elon. Thank you for saving free speech and civilization. I don't think he did either of those things. Thank you for saving free speech. I love free speech, except when my fucking daughter does it. Also, Benihana posted another video to his Twitter. It's a half-hour-long response to his daughter's response to his response to her original video. And he goes on to say that it's impossible for him to be a bad father because he has a bunch of home videos of him hanging out with his daughter.
Okay, so let's roll tape to see what childhood was actually like for my kids.
He then goes on to just post a bunch of childhood home videos.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
In this video, he denounces the people who are harassing his daughter. He tells them to stop, which is good.
I don't want anyone attacking or bullying Maddie.
And then he says that he suggested to fly out to LA to visit his daughter so they could collab.
I also suggested to her that after my response video, I could fly out to Los Angeles. We could then do a collaboration video, sitting down together and hash out these issues. People would love that, I said.
But like, my man, how do you not see that suggesting a collab before suggesting just a regular private conversation with your daughter to go through the problems you guys are clearly having within your relationship? How do you not see that that is a red flag in itself and pretty telling about your character? I really want to fix this relationship, but only if Elon Musk can see. And the rest of the video, he pulls up like a bunch of receipts and he scrolls to show all the texts between them and stuff. And he claims that he's been helping her out financially, even like up until recently during the writer's strike that just took place.
So I agreed to pay her $250 per week while the writer's strike was still going on.
And you know what? He almost had me for a second. He almost had me on his side for a second. But then out of nowhere, he kind of went into this weird rant about how men shouldn't get married.
And when you think about it, it really makes no financial sense anymore for males to get married.
And then he says that his daughters were brainwashed by their mother, and that's why they feel that way towards him. There can't be any other reason. Girls can't form opinions and thoughts of their own. Women are evil.
Yes, Maddie was brainwashed against her dad by her mom for 19 years, that's true. In a divorce situation, the mother is the one who really ends up raising the kids. It's then the dad's job to provide the money. Meanwhile, the mom, the ex-wife, is with the kids almost the entire time, dumping all over the dad.
And if you think that was bad, just wait.
But now there's this other element. The kids are also being brainwashed into leftist woke insanity by the schools, starting in kindergarten, all the way through college and grad school. Girls in school are taught to hate men, to see themselves as victims of the so-called patriarchy. And they're taught that there are many genders. And why not consider changing your gender? The schools should be teaching reading, writing, math, science, and marketable skills.
They are. They absolutely are. How fucking Twitter-pilled do you have to be to genuinely think that kids have, like, gender homework? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I've got woke math later. I forgot to do my estrogen homework. Fuck are you talking about, dude? This guy's so lost. To unironically be like, from a young age, girls are forced to believe in the so-called patriarchy. And literally right before saying that, he was complaining about how in divorces, it's usually the mothers who get full custody and the fathers are the ones stuck just paying for stuff. And it's like, dude, why do you think it works that way, dude? Why do you think it's been that way forever? Drumroll, please. The patriarchy, you dumbass. It's right, like he's so close to getting it, dude. This is like that Eric Andre meme. So then, in his video responding to his daughter about him being a weirdo, he goes on to complain about gender ideology and how the woke virus is infecting the school system.
There is almost nothing of value being taught in the schools. It's all political indoctrination into woke ideology.
Yeah, man. You aren't weird at all. But it gets even worse.
Don't send your kids to college or even to school at all. The schools are pure poison. Homeschool your kids instead. Then instead of wasting $350,000 sending your kids to Harvard or some elite college, just have your kids learn a marketable skill for free or almost free online.
That is such dog shit advice. They don't teach you anything of value in school, so just homeschool your kids, where you can teach them how to breakdance all day long. That is such a bad Don't homeschool your kids, okay? Stop it. You know what happens when you homeschool someone? That shirt happens. If you show up to a public school wearing a button-up Bitcoin shirt, dude, you are getting bullied so hard, and that shirt's going to be in the garbage by lunchtime. So I think the public school system is good for at least one thing. And after he posted this video, Candace Owens quote tweeted it and said, "I honestly hope the relationship gets amended, but this happening publicly will foster a much needed societal discussion about divorce, male treatment, and woke society. The lefty daughter was brainwashed against her dad, that he privately asked her to take down the video and she refused despite using his real name and therefore causing real-world harm to him with her lies is reason enough for him to publicly respond." And then his good buddy Elon responded to this video too and said, "Most people don't realize how much the woke virus is poisoning the minds of their kids. Better to take them out of school than allow Soviet-level indoctrination to take place." Dude. Reading this shit is making my head spin. And not the breakdancing way, dude. God, everyone's such a fucking dork, man. And fucking Benihana quote tweeted it and said, "Thank you, Elon. I love you." And then again, thank you most of all for saving free speech and defending civilization. I said I love you, dude. I bet he never forgets Elon's birthday. But as insane as that video was, I gotta give him a few points because he didn't end this video with just a fucking random clip of him breakdancing. Just kidding. So in conclusion, I hope, in my opinion, anything that he said throughout his videos that could have been used to show that he was a good person kind of went out the door after going into that weird, misogynistic, transphobic, stupid fucking rant for no reason. So Benihana, how about you stop the break dancing, you take a break from dancing, remove Elon's dick and balls and butthole out of your mouth, and then maybe you'll be able to communicate better.
And that's really all I have to say.
So I don't know how to end the video now. Alright, that's it. I want to just goof around, sort of silly style on this because I thought it was really funny. Don't send the daughter or the dad any hate or weird comments. I never want that to happen, so just fucking don't do that, please. That is not cool. That's not very b-boy to do that. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this little silly video, press a like button because believe it or not, one like equals one spin I will do on my head. Oh yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if you want more silly, quick little videos like this, because this was goofy. This was fun. Press the subscribe button if you haven't already. Come on, do it. And as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued citizen of Kurtis Town. If you didn't know, Kurtis Town is the best place to live in the world. And I'm the mayor of Kurtis Town, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. You can check the description for the new merch. Go grab it. Also, my podcast down there, my Instagram, all that fun stuff. All right, that's it. I would stick around, but unfortunately, I have to go. I have to go buy some Ethereum pants. Bye-bye.
What I prefer to be talking about is Bitcoin, and why Bitcoin is really the only hope for freedom survival.
Hey guys, before we start the video, I just want to let you guys know, we got some shows coming up. Sorry I'm being so annoying, but I want the #1 spot. Also, to San Francisco, the first show sold out. Second show is now sold out, so we're adding a third show. Wow. So grab your tickets. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, all the info is in the description. Okay, enjoy the video. Bye-bye. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? How's it going? And if you're coming back, what's up? How's it going? It's so good to see you again, dude. I hope you're doing well. You see what happens when you subscribe to my channel? You get an extra greeting at the beginning of every single one of my videos. So press the subscribe button for an extra greeting, please and thank you. Folks, we got a weird one today. I'm sure you looked at the title of this video and thought to yourself, well, there's no way that's a real thing. But unfortunately, it is. It is very real. It is a real thing that is happening. And it's scary. All right, so conventions, right? They're fun and cool, right? Just sounded so old there, holy shit. They're nifty and neat. But they're fun, you know? There's so many of them. There's like Comic-Con, there's VidCon, MagCon, TanaCon. That was pretty cool. I guess it wasn't cool. It was hot.
Hour 4 of no shade, hot fucking sun.
Maybe one day I'll do Kurtis Con. Yes! Yes! But there's a convention for everything, man. No matter what you're into, there's a convention for it. Dude, I googled vacuum convention and something came up for the vacuum cleaner collectors convention. There it is right there. There's something for everybody, and that's great. The interesting thing about conventions is like anyone can just have one. Anyone can just start one. Like if you advertise it enough and you find the right group of people, like people are gonna show up. And that's cool, man. That's pretty crazy. Like I could start a bean convention. I could do the 2020 bean convention. And people will probably show up. Does that actually exist? I'm gonna search bean convention. See what comes up. The US Dry Bean Convention. Oh, you're going to the dry bean convention? Bruh. Catch me at the wet bean convention. Loser, hold this L, bruh. The dry bean versus the wet bean, they got beef. Or beans, they got beef and beans. And that's great, dude. You can just start a convention for anything, and that's amazing, right? You could find the people who enjoy the same thing as you do. But on the other side of that, sometimes large groups of people will share opinions and viewpoints that aren't very good. And they'll still meet up and do conventions and everything, right? Like, for example, the Flat Earth Society, right? They had that whole Flat Earth convention. That's like a prime example of a community on the internet who all share the same idea. They organize this thing and they all shared this idea, even though it's wrong. The whole thing is wrong. So today we're going to be looking at a convention that is taking place this summer. That kind of falls in the same realm as the Flat Earth convention. Pretty similar. Actually, no, I think this convention is worse, probably. Actually, no, not probably. It's worse. So the convention we're going to be talking about today is called the 22 Convention, which is a convention for women by men. Yeah. So I actually found out about this convention from my old boss. He texted me like 2 weeks ago and told me that I should make a video about this, which was nice. I appreciate that. You know, even after I quit, still telling me what to do. No, I'm kidding. He's great. But no, so I did some research on it, and dude, it is bonkers, my guy. So this convention is put on by a company called 21 Studios. What's 9 plus 10 Studios?
21
Studios. And they have this whole convention every year called the 21 Convention, where it's just teaching men how to be better, right? And on paper, that sounds great, right? That sounds like a great idea. But when it actually happens, when you see it, it's basically just a bunch of misogynistic dudes teaching other dudes how to treat women like shit. For example, let's watch this quick video from their YouTube channel.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the pink pussy hats, right?
Okay, right off the bat. Huh? No matter what you say next, you're gonna sound insane. Okay, let's proceed.
If I got together with my buddies, instead of putting on a pink hat, I put on a white hat and had a big fucking sign that said the future is white, heads would explode. Heads would explode.
Bruh.
But you change the color hat to pink and you change white to female. Oh, you're so brave. Oh. You're so fucking brave, so courageous.
Are you fucking... Dude.
That's disgusting. That's fucking supremacism right out in the open.
Yo.
That's sick shit, man. Sicker than this.
How dumb is this dude? Holy shit. I can make a whole fucking video about just what he said. I'm not going to. It's pretty easy to explain. White guys aren't marginalized at all, right? Like, this dude just compared the KKK, white supremacy, to girls being like, hey, can you guys treat us like human beings, please? Bro, holy shit, that's insane. So yeah, these are the people who are putting on an event to make women better.
Yeah, you're real fucking nasty. You're disgusting.
Bad group of people to be putting on that convention, dude. I'll tell you that for free. That's like if a fucking country boy put on a city boy convention, right? It's way less harmful. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? City boys, more like shitty boys. All right, fellas, today we're gonna learn how to flirt with our sisters. But first, what are we gonna do? Pack a lip, motherfucker. That's right, pack a lip, motherfuckers. Yeah! Yeah, I'd go to that for sure. Also, another thing, they hire pickup artists to like do speeches and like give keynotes. You want to be taken seriously, dude. Don't employ pickup artists. Also, who the fuck called them that? Who called them pickup artists, right? They're not doing art at all. That's not artistic whatsoever. Yeah, I actually go to pickup art school. So it's whatever. Yeah, I'm actually trying to get my eligible bachelor's degree. But so they've been putting on this 21 convention for a few years now. But I guess this year they decided to do a separate convention for women for some reason. I don't know why they did that. I'm really curious as to how that pitch meeting went. All right, everybody, thank you so much for coming to this meeting today. We have something very important to discuss. So we want to do another convention for women, okay? and we just don't know who should speak at this convention. So I'm open to suggestions. Okay. What if we just hired a bunch of women who are like educated and they know what it's like to like be a woman, the struggles and hardships that they face. You know, so then we know like we're giving off the right information, and then everybody can leave the convention happy and, you know, learning something about themselves. Oh man! Oh yeah! You got me. That's a pretty good segment. You had me for a second. Yeah, you? Oh wow! Oh man! Oh man! I cracked myself up. I don't know how I do Why would they have sex with us? Let's take a look at their website and learn more about it, shall we? So, the world's ultimate event for women, the 22 convention. You'll learn everything about being a woman, from guy with hair and guy with no hair. Okay, make women great again. SM, super misogynistic, got it, we know. Okay, so let's start reading about this convention. Women today are being taught to act more like men. Where has that led us? Skyrocketing rates of broken families, a documented decline in female happiness since the 1970s, and the social and dating dysfunction, and America at the #1 spot in the world for single motherhood. No longer will you have to give in to toxic bullying feminist dogma and go against your ancient biological nature as a woman. The men have arrived to help. Oh. So I think what they mean by that is that women are finally being put in like positions of power and they're allowed to like do what they want and like dress how they want, like men have been able to forever. And I guess that upsets them for some reason. They must see that and just be like, wait, hold on, you can't do that. You gotta stay home, make me hot dogs. You can't go and chase your own goals and aspirations. You bitch. You aspirational bitch. You girl, you cookie cook. Me guy, I worky work. Okay, so then they talk about how women are too focused on, you know, this stupid pointless shit like their job and their hobbies and their friends and their personal happiness and well-being, when they should just be focused on pushing out little babies, little crying tiny humans, right? Because that's all they're good for, I guess. Man, I'm learning so much. Then they do this paragraph about how body positivity is a lie, and then they just body shame women. Man, they're really fucking ticking all the boxes on the fucking asshole checklist, right? They're killing it, dude. They're gonna get a fucking perfect score on their SATs. The sexist and terrible. Great job. The truth is that both positive masculinity and femininity have been under relentless attack for decades. Both have taken catastrophic social, cultural, personal, and philosophic damage for tens of millions of people. The result is a depolarized mess where men act like women act like men, everyone's confused, and nothing works anymore.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that whole like women acting like men and vice versa, that's fucking so gross to read out loud. Holy moly. Bro, like I feel like these guys are from like the year 1860 and they got in a time machine that brought them to like the Ghostbusters remake premiere, and then they went and made this website. They were just like, fuck, I don't even know what the original Ghostbusters is because we're from the 1800s, but it's not supposed to be girls. Girls can't bust ghosts. How the 22 convention will make you the greatest you ever. Raise your femininity by 500%. Hey man, fucking pardon? Can you show your work on that one, please? I would love to see how you arrived at that number. I feel like if you raise any aspect of yourself by 500%, I think that's dangerous. If I raise my masculinity by 500%, I think I'd die. Well, it would at least fuck me up forever, right? I'd become some sort of like vampire or some shit, but like a real manly version, a manpire. Instead of blood, I'd be like just sucking out craft beer. I'd have to just find my next source of craft beer. And instead of like garlic, like keeping me away from places, it'd be my nagging wife, right? Or on the other hand, maybe increasing it will be like turn you into some sort of like superhero, right? Come on down to the convention and you'll raise your femininity levels by 500%. You'll become the most woman in the world. You'll become woman girl, and you'll rule the world from the kitchen to the bedroom, dating to relationships, marriage, family, and beyond. Okay, let's keep reading. Get pregnant and have unlimited babies. Dude, who's picking these titles, right?
They'll raise their femininity by 500%, have unlimited babies. They'll be unstoppable.
You're unhinged. Whoever wrote that, you're unhinged. Bro, I can't believe that. Unlimited babies, dude. That's woman girl's superpower. It's just spawning babies. Okay, so if you make it past all that, somehow, you get to see the speakers who know all about women, and then we get to see the ad for the 21 convention. They put a nice warning on their poster, which is really nice. Warning, your man will walk out a certified badass. 100% leading your family and relationship forever. I don't know if misogynist is synonymous with badass. I know a really quick fix for this warning to make it like actually make sense. You just take the bad out of it, and then it's just, your man will walk out a certified ass. I don't know about you guys, but this sounds pretty awesome to me. So let's see how much tickets are. $1,000. Dude, the Vacuum Cleaner Collectors Club convention is only $30. And it's probably the most spotless convention center floor in the world. You drop anything on the ground, you're fucking set, dude. So many vacuums. But dude, $1,000, dude. A G. G's. Not G's, just one G, but G's, you know? Oh, okay, well I guess it was $2,000. And then they put a little line through it. So it's actually a pretty good, I guess it's a good deal now. Okay, I'll buy it. Dude, there's something so gross and entitled about this whole thing. And when I was doing research on this, I watched way too many of these videos. But one I saw made me cringe like so hard, dude. So let's watch that one.
I think we need a positive counter movement. We need something positive for women. Destroying feminism is the key to doing that. But in the meantime, we need something along with it as well. We need to make women great again.
Now, oh God, man. Like you could tell like he was so excited to grab that fucking red hat and put it on. He thought he was so sick. Oh my God.
You love me. You really love me.
You could tell he like put his hand on the hat like as soon as he started saying the sentence. He's like, dude, this is gonna be huge. This is what the president said. Nah, I changed one of the words. The whole like make women great again thing that they're saying, it's the same as the fucking president did, right? Like when he was like make America great again, he was talking about like, oh, back in the day, everyone was openly racist and they would beat the shit out of people and it was fine. We should do that again. And this is like make women great again. They're saying it like, back in the day, women used to just like not really do anything and just stay at home and make food for me when I come home and just kind of be robots with no emotions. Can't we just do that again? Like, dude, what the fuck, man? That's so gross. Look, I'm all for dudes bettering themselves, right? But you can do that without putting women down, right? And like sticking to these gender roles that don't even fucking matter at all. Like, who gives a fuck if women aren't having as many babies, right? Who cares, man? I'd like to think that they're just really ill-informed about everything, and they must be, because there's no way any logical person would sit down and like even just think about feminism for more than 5 seconds and be like, oh, okay, it's the Ku Klux Klan, basically. Dude, there's no fucking way. That's insane. And I don't have to explain what feminism is to my audience because they're not dumb, but I'm really just going over this for the people who are running this convention because I feel like they're gonna watch this video because whenever someone makes something about their convention, they post about it and they're like,
this feminist snowflake.
The thing about feminism is that you're just advocating for equal rights. And that should be great. We should all be hyped on that. And I'm sure people are gonna comment, well, if we have equal rights and I should be allowed to hit a girl, right? And if you think that, just pick up a phone book and just call a therapist, just any therapist, make an appointment. Because if your first thought is, oh, I'm allowed to hit women now, you got a problem, dude. If a girl wants to stay home all day, just cook, raise her kid, just be a stay-at-home mom, fucking cool, man. That's rad. That makes them happy, then that's great. But you're allowed to not want that, and that's fine, right? You should just accept that everybody's different. But they obviously can't because they all look the fucking same, dude. They all look exactly the same. They all looked at Dan Bilzerian once and they were like, oh, okay, that's me now forever. Thank you. Bye. I would love to go to this thing and see what it's actually like, but 1, I'm not a woman, and 2, I don't want to give them $1,000. But to the people at 21 Studios, you're probably watching, I just want to let y'all know, this ain't it, chief. So I got some more suggestions for you, okay? Here are some other conventions you can do that are in the similar fashion of the 22 convention, where you just hire speakers that know fucking nothing about what they're talking about. The deodorant convention, hosted by middle school kids named Zach. Or the hair care convention, with speakers like Mr. Clean and Jason Statham. Or you could do a music marketing convention, and the main speakers are U2 and Justin Bieber. Or, I don't know, you could do an unfunny and not cool convention, and I'll host it, okay? I'll be the main host. Because I don't know what the fuck that's like. But yeah, I don't know. If you're a subscriber of mine, I'm pretty much preaching to the choir, but I wanted to make this video to hopefully change the mind or start inspiring someone to think differently if they do agree with this whole thing. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Fuck, that was heavy, dude. I'm just ready to fucking chill, dude. Put my legs up and relax. Maybe listen to a nice audiobook or something. That's right. It's time we hear a word from today's sponsor, Audible. All right, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please press the like button because 1 like equals 1% of my masculinity raised. So let's see how fucking tough I can get, dude. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this whole thing. Again, I haven't really seen anyone talk about this, and your comments always make me laugh very hard, and I appreciate them. And I'm sure you guys are going to have some bangers for this topic, and I'm excited. So yeah, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already. So I make a video every single week, and as soon as you press the subscribe button, you become a valued member of Kurtistown. If you didn't know, Kurtistown is the best place to live in the world, and I'm the mayor, so you have to be nice to me. It's the law. And you get an extra greeting, so there's no reason not to. If you want to see the other things I do, you can check the description. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Check out my weekly podcast called Very Really Good. It's a lot of fun. Come see my stand-up shows. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I know a lot of them are sold out, but still got some tickies left, so grab them. Merch as well, so yeah, all that good shit is in the description. All right, thank you so much for watching. I've been Kurtis Conner. I'll see you next week. I gotta go though. Sorry, I'm in a rush. I got an unlimited amount of babies kind of running around in my house, and I gotta go wrangle them up. The fuck? Okay, see ya.